that being said, let's jump into game. It's been 2 weeks now. Does anyone want to give a little recap of what happened?
I think it's my turn.
Go for it.
Okay, let me just remember real quick. Pull up my notes. Okay. So, last session, we got back to Rhineland, and the city was still there, surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
There was a non-zero chance that it would have been completely burned to the ground, and I would not have been surprised. But everybody was there, and it was actually kind of functioning. People were coming back from the southern half of the city where they retreated to when it was first invaded by the Gibberlings. And they made their way, they're slowly making their way back into the rest of the city. They're fortifying the area around the smelters, which is the main economic hub of the city, so they can actually, make money. Not a lot of movement, or there's more activity from the Black Bronzes, but we haven't seen any overt movements, except for, as we discussed with Lord Tinning upon arrival, all of the Sylvan Empire, the 6 soldiers that we had here, disappeared, including Lady Sypha. They haven't been heard from or seen for like 2 weeks. So Lothugo residents that we took with us, all situated with their horses and everything in the southern part of the town. And then we decided to take the leaders of that tribe, the 2 twins, up to the temple. And I introduced them to the gods in a more civilized temple setting. And they started praying and everything. And Hal and Theomore decided to take another shot at the basement and taking out the skeletons now that we're a little bit stronger. So we walked into the crypt and started bashing skeletons, and then before we knew it, really, a huge horde of skeletons attacked us, and very nearly overwhelmed us. They pulled down Theomore onto the ground. Somehow, we managed to push him back and hold him at the doorway until the twins came down, and wielding some pretty powerful magic, managed to push back the skeletons, and the rest we dispatched pretty easily. I think that's where we left off, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
They found their way. I think we came back. This is the day, and this evening we're gonna meet with Lord Tinning for like a formal mission report, I think.
Yes. Correct. Okay, well, we are in the afternoon of the 10th. That's what I have on my calendar.
Of Forley?
Of Forley.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys are... Here, let me change this music, but you guys can wait a little bit. It is like the afternoon. You guys, I think, had like your lunch or your breakfast where you ran into some Sylvan guards as well. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From the Heimber.
From Heimber, yep. And did I give you a name for? I said like they had like a leading officer. Did I give you a name? Because I have one, but I don't know if it's the same one I gave you.
You did give us a name, but I don't remember it.
I don't think I wrote it down.
Okay. Well, he's gonna have a different name now because I forgot it. But yeah, are you guys gonna head over to what are you doing for the day? For the rest of the day, are you just are we can just skip some time and we can head over.
We're meeting in the evening, right? Oh,
Yeah.
before we have the meeting, I wanted to talk to you, Arvid, about what you want to go or what you want to do moving forward, unless there's any like surprises that happen in this session. For this session, do you want to maybe do a bit of a time skip, so we can get everything situated in here, or
Yeah.
in Rhineland, or is there something else you want to do?
I mean, we want to slowly but surely plot out the downfall of the Black Bronzes, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Um, and so, hmm, I'd definitely be down for a time skip. Yeah, we can just like in general name the things we want to do to try to kill them off as much as possible, keep guards on them,
Yep.
try to
Just
capture one alive again would be huge.
that would be good. Okay. Probably surveillance focus for a little bit. Okay. Um, I think Hal's gonna search the town for razor blades and other stuff for grooming, so he can actually get a good shave in
Mm.
before the dinner. But that's pretty much it. Oh, besides like I don't know, generally helping out with the Loth Hugo residents and getting them situated in their um, houses, trying to find
Yeah.
a good place for the horses, and
Mhm.
then we want to get the word out. If these people, the people of Rhineland, don't already know, it's not okay to steal horses. They cannot steal horses from these new residents. So we'd
Mm.
want to get that word out.
Horse theft. Is horse theft a capital punishment?
I mean, yes and like no. I mean, it's kind of depends. Well, it depends what you mean by capital punishment. I mean, all theft is, illegal in
Capital
theory.
punishment as in you'll be killed.
No, that's pretty harsh. I mean, it depends on whoever
Yeah.
like the local like noble is. If they're very power hungry, I mean, who's gonna stop them?
Sure, okay, but like if a peasant steals a horse from
If
someone else,
if a peasant like does something illegal, the Sylvan Empire like doesn't give a shit about what like how the local sheriff or whatever
mm,
deals with it. It's so like minute and yeah.
I suppose, but like I have a bureaucracy proficiency.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, what would the punishment for
I
that look like?
I mean it really depends on your on your customs, right? So, like, if you're from the
Yeah.
capital, one, there's not a lot of horse theft. And those people, they might have like capital punishment as like a showing, or like the person who's stealing might be like a repeat offender. So that's why like they might get like capital punishment. But as far as you know, like out in Rhineland, I mean, Lord Tinning technically is like the closest thing. I mean, you guys are, but when you guys weren't here, Lord Tinning is like the closest thing they have to um, a judge. And so, it's whatever he's feeling on the day, right? So,
Ooh, so he doesn't delegate, he does it himself then. Interesting.
well, I mean, he might like have like, he might not swing the sword, but yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
This is fair. This is fair. All right.
It's sort of
Um,
like it also depends on the priests in town, right? Like if you have a big let's say you have a priest of Mose, law and order and all that fun stuff, it might be completely different than if you have one of chaos, like of Hocus. If you have if you have a priest of Mada, you're probably not gonna get capital punishment if they're in town, right? So it also depends on who's in town.
well, at any rate, horse theft is met with capital punishment now. I think we're both in agreement with,
Are you both in
Sure,
agreement?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
or at least the
Nobody's.
cutting off of a hand, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's you were in my mind. Yeah, it was either that or uh, losing a hand. Horse theft, no good. We don't want that in our town.
Tyler, can you also just have your mic just a tiny bit closer? Just a tiny bit closer. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, if that's how you guys want to go about doing things, that's totally fine. Oh, actually, sorry, and like I said, Lady Sypha is the one, or sorry, not lady. I should be calling her. It's actually not even. It's more like Decanus. Sypha. I totally forgot about my my ranks, but she would be called a Decanus. So her,
Okay.
she would be. Well, that would be her rank. You would still just call her.
Wouldn't she be sir?
No, she's not a knight.
She's a knight?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
she's not?
She's not a knight. No, she's not knighted.
Hmm. So she's
Um,
lord?
well, she's both a lord and like a captain of. Oh, sorry. I guess like the of not a centurion. Where are my ranks? Right here. Of a contubernia, which is just 10 dudes. It's a squad. Just think of it as a squad. She's just a leader of a squad, technically. So, yeah. Anyways, she would be the closest thing to, if she was in town, she would be the one who is like the judge, the jury, the executioner in theory.
And now that she's not here,
It's not
it
you
falls to
two though,
us.
technically. You know, like from on a bureaucratic level, you don't have like the say of writing any of these kind of laws here because you are just a soldier. Now, you know,
This is true.
now if you're like the chosen ones or whatever of the people from Lothugo, then that's different. But like like so
We are different. I agree.
yeah, you know,
This
you
is
guys
it's
can
so
come in
true.
and start running the thing, but is it legal?
If we go in and we act like this is our duty, and we impose these things as if we have the authority to do so, and we also have the power to make it happen, then it's our new job now.
Might
So
makes
yeah,
right.
very much so. We have a lot of might right now.
Yeah. Well, you guys can get, clean up. I think you're expected to have dinner with them, with
Of
our
course.
friend Tinning Ryeth. Ryeth? Ryan? I always mix these two guys
Right.
up.
Ryeth.
Ryeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan is
that's the
the
young one.
senior.
And yeah, okay. Well, we can head on over to the Tinning Estate. You guys will. I have just like a little, picture just so we can like, get this. Just get the mood there. Just the front of the Tinning Estate. Um. Okay. Well, you guys can go up to the
It looks
door.
haunted.
Yeah, a little bit. You guys can go up to the past the fence. You notice that there's no longer an encampment out front, like there was before. It seems to be like how it was before the whole thing. The whole attack went down from the Gibberlings. You can knock on the door. Marcel will let you in, bring you into the seating room for a few moments, but then eventually, you guys can be having, you can be brought for dinner, and have your meal. And in front of you will be Ryeth. It'll be Marcel will be serving, so he's coming in and out of the room. There's going to be a few other like kitchen staff. You're gonna have a man in his Sylvan Empire tabard, not in armor. Nobody's in armor, by the way. I don't expect you guys are in armor either.
Only my magical armor, but that one is invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're not in armor, correct, Halifax?
What kind of message would it send if I? No, I don't have like a nice ceremonial breastplate, so I'll just come in clothes.
Okay.
Not in Sylvan clothes.
Okay. Like just in some peasant's rags, or remember this place is poor. There's not a lot. There's not like a good clothes shopping. You have like your tabards for the Sylvan Empire. I mean they're pretty dirty at this point, but I mean I mean dirty in the sense that like even if they've been cleaned, they still have the dirt stains. But it's it's fine. It works. Or the other question was, are you in some sort of Loth Yugo clothes? Any clothes that they would have
Talk to
brought?
me about Lothugo clothes. What do they look like? Are they furs?
No, they
Or are they
honestly they would be pretty similar. They would use like similar technology. It just their clothes would just be. It would pretty much be similar. The style would be different. There'd be like a regional difference in style, and then also the they would overall be a bit nicer. Only because they themselves have higher standards than the people of Rhineland. But
Ooh, okay.
usually like the materials they
Is it like
are going to be
wool?
the similar. Yeah, I mean it's probably going to be some sort of wool, but we're relatively in the same geographical area, so there's no difference really between materials, even though they have more plains to them. Materials are fairly similar. They don't really have trade though, so they're gonna have like their techniques are gonna be they're gonna be like older, so you're gonna get less fine clothing. Like you're not gonna get any like silk from these people. You're not gonna get any, but you're gonna get stuff that's like knitted and stuff that are, yeah. They're not gonna have the, what do you call them? The looms? Are they called looms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I fucked up my computer. Hang on.
very good.
Yeah, they're not gonna have their looms, so the clothing is just gonna be more rugged, but it's not gonna be worse looking.
Mm. Yeah. Theomore will come in his most official garb he has, which is, probably the little mage cadet uniform he's got going. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, I'm. You said that the town of or the village of Lothugo was based off of a Peruvian village that you visited. So I'm picturing sort of Peruvian-like clothes.
Not really. I mean, they don't have alpacas or anything.
Damn it.
Um,
Okay.
I mean, they have sheep. Like they're gonna have like their similar animals. Like,
Do they have like colorful dyes and stuff?
I was gonna say, yeah.
uh,
Like the greens and the
um, if I can remember, in Peru they don't even have like super colorful dyes. At least in the Andes, um, there's a lot of like browns from what I can remember. Like there's different shades of like orange and brown and red. So, but their mountains are also like that color. So, um, yeah. Let me just.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think I would be wearing Lothugian clothes then. Just the nicest shit that they have.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe a bit of a, if it's super culturally distinct, maybe a bit of a fusion between their dress and
It's again, it's not like super like you'll notice the difference, but it's not it's not so different.
not like wearing a poncho to a board meeting or anything like that.
No, I mean it kind of it well like okay, compared to a board meeting, but to be fair, wearing like a suit in Rhineland wouldn't make sense because suits don't really exist in the same way they exist now, right? So it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of like, imagine wearing a hoodie. No, sorry. Yeah, like wearing a hoodie when everyone's wearing like a sweater.
Perfect. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna wear the hoodie then,
It's like it's different, but and
and I want it to be red and white.
red and white. Yeah, you can probably find some. They're probably not gonna have like, it's probably gonna be closer to gray and red, but okay.
Okay, that works for me.
Awesome. Well, you guys can sit down. So there's gonna be him. There's gonna be Leo. There's gonna be. Have I been calling him Josepa or just Josepa?
Josepa.
Okay,
Yeah.
Josepa. There's gonna be the spirit of the guy with no name. I'm just kidding. He's not here. He's dead. And you know, there's gonna be the other big guy in the that you when you guys had the 2-on-2 conversation with Ryeth in his bedroom. There's gonna be that guy. Did I tell you his
Han.
name? Han. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I gave you his name or not. Yep, Han's gonna be here. It's mostly just these guys. I don't think there's
When I
anyone else.
say hello to Josepa, what kind of vibe do I get off of Josepa? Have I made friends with him? Is he just acquaintances?
He's just an acquaintance.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys can have start having dinner. You'll be served probably much nicer food than what you're used to. I mean, you've had this food here before, or actually, I don't know if you've had dinner with Ryeth. You usually come like after it. Weird times. Well, anyways, you're gonna be served nice food that you're not used to. It's gonna be good. You're gonna be, but over this, they're gonna serve drinks, and you guys can have your chat. Ryeth will, once you guys start digging in, Ryeth will ask the question. As we saw, I see your trip went well.
It did indeed. We have brought back the people of Lost Hugo. We are working to find them suitable homes so that we can rebuild the city.
And these people, they can be trusted, yes?
Certainly.
I haven't.
They are a
Mhm.
spiritual folk. They have great faith in their leaders.
Hmm.
As long as you are on good terms with the leaders, you are on good terms with them.
Wow. Who are their leaders? Oh, speaking of which,
To
did you bring the two girls along? Are they here?
Wait, is my camera off?
It is off, yeah.
yes, your camera's still off. Is Tyler, what do we think? Do we bring them?
The twins?
Yeah. Although Theomore's internet crashed. Everyone's okay, he's here. He's here.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good question.
And we did.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What do you think, Tyler
I think
Halifax?
I'm a bit split on it. I could see the benefits of bringing him and leaving him.
You said last session, at the very end of the session, you had a talk with, I'm forgetting the names. I have it here somewhere. What are their names? One is similar to one's Mala, Yela and Mala. Yeah. You had a conversation with, I believe, Mala, if I'm correct.
The priestly one,
That
right?
for them not to like fully trust Lord Tinning or something like that.
Yeah. I'm thinking I kind of want to keep a separation between them and Tinning. Although I think actually now that I think we did actually discuss them coming with us for the dinner. To make introductions. Do you have strong feelings one way or another?
I really don't, which is why I wanted to delegate this to you.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know. I'm like split 50-50. I think I think we can make introductions to them just to sort
yeah,
of smooth everything over.
They've met. Um,
Right. I mean more formal introductions, like
yeah,
introducing them to a higher echelon. It also serves to sort of if they're seeing having dinner with Lord Tinning, it serves to put them in a higher station in the minds of the natives of Rhineland. So I think we can bring him.
okay. Um, yeah. So and then yeah, your two girls will be sitting on together on either side of you. Are they sitting?
Before Yeah, before I think they're going to be sitting between. We'll try to get them sitting between Hal and Theomore if they
Okay,
allow that.
so it's going to pretty much look like Riot is going to be on the end, and on both sides of him are going to be Han and Leo. And then in like next over beside Leo is going to be Joseppa. And then if you want to be on the side of Joseppa, that's fine. Then it can be you, the two girls, and then Theomore, and that kind of like makes the circle. And
Yeah,
then it goes back to Han and then back. But
sure.
there's going to be like a little space in the middle, so it kind of looks like two groups like looking at each other. Like if this is the table, like an oval or a rectangle. You know, the two girls are are essentially going to be on the end, or no, probably nobody's going to be on the end, but they're going to be on the end of like the sides. Like if I can draw this, but it's not. It's probably
makes
not going to matter.
sense.
But just Riot is at the end, and yeah, okay. I just want to make sure because if you guys are ever making like if you ever want to make side comments to anyone, just like knowing where people are placed is maybe important. So, um,
Before that, we
Yeah, if
actually
we're gonna
got
enter
to the dinner.
combat, we'll figure that out then.
Yeah, combat
I'm
at
not
dinner.
saying there's gonna be any combat. Whoa, why would
I
you?
would have tried to brief the twins on like the some of the basic details of etiquette. Not like I know anything myself, but just from whatever I've gleaned culturally, I'll tell them this is how you sit in your chair. This is what this fork is for. Stuff like that.
Right.
No elbows on the table.
Um. Okay, I'm just gonna put the girls as like. Is our girl Riley here? So it's gonna be like something like this, and then, if we pretend that like Arik is like everyone else. It's gonna be something like this. That makes sense.
That works for me. Did you mention somebody in a
Oh,
Sylvan
sorry.
tabard?
Yep, there's the Sylvan guy, and he's probably gonna take up the other side beside. Um, this would be beside. So wait, this would be Joseppa. This would be Leo. So beside Theomore would be the guy, the other Sylvan guy, and then beside him would be Han. So just gonna Han. Oh, that's not. Can we do this in white? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so and he will introduce himself as Trevor. Oops. This will be Han. You guys get the gist.
Sure.
This isn't. This probably is not going to matter whatsoever. I'm just, just setting the scene.
Of course.
Yeah.
So if we throw down a fireball spell, I could conceivably get about this many.
This is okay. We're all in like the same room. If you're throwing a fireball in theory, you're hitting everyone. There was,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, okay. So, Trevor will introduce himself. He'll salute you guys. This is Trevor is a younger. He's older than, or no, he's younger than Hal, but older than Theomore by probably like a decade. Although like Hal's like older than Theomore by like 2 decades. Isn't Halifax like 40 or something?
He's 35.
Oh, okay, wait. Then this guy's gonna be way closer. He's gonna be closer to your age, Hal. This guy looks pretty close to your age, maybe a little bit younger. He is finely shaved, or sorry, like well trimmed. He's well trimmed. I mean, has a short beard, slightly ginger hair, ginger beard. Doesn't look like he looks. He also looks like he's from like the Sylvan region, like the mainland region. He doesn't look like he's from Gallon. Yeah, and so he'll salute you. Riot will continue asking. So who are their leaders?
Wait, does Trevor give his rank when he introduces himself?
No, he doesn't state it.
Does he seem military to me, or does he seem like bureaucratic?
You don't have I don't know. I feel like there would be like a check from this. It's not obvious.
Yeah, charisma check.
You're not like sure.
Bureaucracy check.
I don't even like
Heraldry check.
I don't think it's even a bureaucracy thing. It's just like it's closer to heraldry, but it's not heraldry. It's like, I mean, he has like a tabard that is given to like soldiers to wear over their armor. So like, he has that on.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, he doesn't have his armor on or anything. He has his nice nice clothing though, on, not like silk or anything, but just something formal enough for these kind of occasions. But he won't introduce himself or his ranks. He'll just introduce himself. You guys can introduce yourselves. He'll say, well, so how's he'll make small talk with you. So how's the expedition out here? I wouldn't love this place if I had to take a task over here, but or at least long term. I'm only here for a short while, but how's how goes the quest here? Right as soon as he's about to say.
Is he addressing the table?
He's addressing you two, but both you two.
Okay. Oh, Payback.
Theomore, hit us with what you're gonna say.
Yeah. Oh wait, you didn't hear
You
what
cut
I
out.
said?
Right as soon as you're about to talk, you cut out.
No. I said shit. What did I say? I said this is certainly a hostile environment, but I think we've managed, more or less.
The hostile, this place, really? I feel like it's been, and he looks to Riot. we've only been met with great hospitality. Quite different from your hostility, but
Perhaps you haven't spoken to the local populace yet.
nope, I haven't. Been a little busy, but you know, I don't really. Well, it's not that I don't. Yeah, I don't really plan on. I'm not here to govern or anything. You know, I don't know if you've been made aware
Of course.
uh, of our project, but yeah, okay, well, um,
And what project is that?
Mhm.
oh well, we're just here to help move the materials between Rhineland and Heimber. A lot of materials going through now. So,
What materials for
or
to
sorry,
what end?
not Heimber, Rhineland. He says, um, just you know the mining operation. Uh,
Wait, from where? Which town to which town?
from Rhineland to so Ossel, I believe.
Awesome. Haven't there been caravans that normally do that? Why is the Empire now getting involved?
Well, supposedly there was that attack not too long ago, but it seems like we need to start moving more goods. It seems like Riot will interject. Yeah, we've had a little slowdown at the mine, or well, not necessarily a slowdown, but we just need to be moving things faster. And I only have my 3 men, and this place is dangerous. I needed a little bit more help bringing all the goods from place to place. Well,
All right.
I suppose you know, we could use some of your men. I heard been a lot of horses coming in. We could certainly use those. Those would be quite valuable to our production.
Yes, indeed. I was thinking that the not only the injection of large amounts of bodies capable of doing all types of different labor, but also the horses that they bring with them. Uh, However, I suggest caution. These people are not accustomed to civilization such as this, such as it is. Uh, I would not put them to work immediately in the mines, but let them get accustomed
Oh,
to.
no, no, no. We wouldn't have them work in the mines. We just need some help bringing the materials from the mines over to Ossel and then back over to Heimber. Well, and everywhere else, but the horses could be quite a big boom to the region. Going to Olhaben, going to I'll just bring us to the map. Just to give ourselves a little reminder of things.
These villagers are skilled horsemen. They would probably make excellent caravan drivers.
Indeed. We could, I mean, with this amount of horses, we could easily connect so many of the villages and towns in Galen. This is a newly found this is an opportunity for us just to make some.
Absolutely agree. I do have to impress as well that these people, their horses are their own. They are bonded, each and every one, to their own horse.
Sure. You know, this talk of their culture is all fine and well. All we would then is just hire the person with their horse.
As long as they will be duly compensated, and of their own free will, agree to help you. That is fine.
Free will? What do you take them for? Nobles? Come on.
I
We
don't laugh at it. I give him a deadpan stare.
he chuckles a little bit himself. Everyone else kind of quiet, not really finding amusement with his comment. Well, I guess I will post some jobs for them, and we can maybe round up some people and start getting to work on these operations. It might take a few days to work this through. We probably first will need some runners. Get some people out with some messages to the other towns and villages.
Be good, as you said. Building proper roads that connect the cities would be invaluable to facilitate the trade. A more patrolled area would discourage bandits as well.
We could. Bandits? Did you guys come across bandits when you were gone?
Oh, but, general lawless folk. The
I
Black
give a
Bronzes, you know, sort of rabble that the Empire should seek to exterminate.
Well, I don't know about the black bronze people per se, but when it comes to bandits, we don't we don't really have bandits here. I think that's more of a Sylvan thing.
The Black Bronzes not bandits in your book? Do you not believe they should be exterminated? Preying upon your populace?
I wouldn't call them bandits. Not saying there's no crime or anything that's involved in our areas, but I mean bandits by more highwaymen, people who rob out on the road. In the city is a different conversation. Sorry, we might be talking past each other on this point. I might just agree with
Perhaps
you.
that might be the case.
What about people who burn down the wall of a town to make it vulnerable for an invasion that kills half the population?
If it was a lot more than half the population. If just letting you know, just reminding. Yes.
He's not good with math.
They, well, we don't know if they were the ones who did it.
We tracked, Theomore and I, some of the alchemical ingredients used to ignite the wall led towards their castle across the water.
Also, proof. You're a noble. Use it yourself. These are not free people. They live under you. No proof is needed. You need to have a suspicion. As long as you know who did it.
So we had this conversation a long time ago, but and despite what I said earlier today, Ryeth doesn't like the tinning, like nobles don't necessarily have like governing power. It's more of like a weird judicial. How do I explain this? It's like it's kind of like they're kind of like share. If there's only one of them, then they become sort of like a sheriff. But if there's more than one noble family, which there usually are, it's like they don't necessarily have like control of towns or anything. Nobles have their own clan of like soldiers, and if something happens, they might talk amongst themselves to deal with their own people. The tinning estate technically has their own people, their own like arms. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Who knows? But they don't have, like we went over earlier, they don't have control over the city. It's just, if crime happens, the people like will bring the criminal to the tinning, and he'll do like some sort of judgment. But other than that, he doesn't have real control over the town from any
So,
legitimate, like he has no legitimate control over the town.
so it's the Empire that has real control of the town?
Yeah, that's why you guys are staging,
So
are
someone
coming in.
needs to have control of the town.
Yeah, sort of. I mean,
Perfect.
we're kind of in a power vacuum
Then,
as well right
then I
now, right?
amend my statement. True. True. Then I amend my statement in the sense of, well, we are envoys of the Empire here. We do not need proof. We know. Simple as that. And we will enact vengeance. Sorry, not vengeance, justice.
Well, sounds like you need a few more lessons in the law. If you can't just go around as soldiers without a well, I mean, you know what? What do I care? You guys do as you want. If you want to blame them on it, so be it.
Do you have another suspect?
I mean, who knows? We have monsters all around. We have the gibberlings, of course, but let's not forget about the goblins, or well, mostly those guys. The other monsters in other forests, but I mean, in the closest ones would be the goblins and gibberlings.
Well, unless you have sent out an investigatory party to that have found someone else to be probably reliable, then the only evidence or the only suggestion we have
Like I
right now
said,
is that the
you don't.
black
I
bronze
simply
is stated.
don't care about if you want to act on this lead or not. If you want to call them guilty, you can call them guilty for all I care. I'm just worried about running this mine, and so far, it's we just need to up production a little bit. Oh, sorry, more like up transportation. We're getting bottlenecked by this issue. Well,
During this conversation, I
Very
want to
well.
be paying attention to the nonverbal, like, sort of vibe coming off of Leo, Joseppa, and Han. Can I
yeah.
pick up anything from them?
Yeah, so like I said, Leo is kind of impossible to read. He's been pretty stoic this whole time. Or not like stoic. Stoic's not a good word. More like, I want to say more like just indifferent, like kind of bored, kind of like
Wizard.
like he's just very deadpan. And he's been deadpan this whole time. So it's impossible to read him. He doesn't show any, like, I wouldn't even let you roll for anything, because it's not like he's trying to, yeah. Unless he's obviously, unless he's like saying something and you want to like check if he's being truthful or not, maybe. But for the other two, Han is kind of just, he's nodding in agreement. Yeah, he's nodding in agreement to this. And then Joseppa,
Wait,
like,
with what Riot is saying?
what Riot is saying, like,
Mhm.
he looks like he looks like he's like kind of on the ground working, in a sense, like, he's been dealing with like a lot of these issues of like transportation and stuff, and like all these headaches, and he's just like, like a little bit like frustrated slash stressed from like this work, not obviously like at you guys or anything, but just like, yep, like, tell him as it is, Riot, just like, nodding in agreement, like, yeah, we're going through these problems, sort of thing. That's the kind of vibe he's giving off. And then Giuseppe, just doesn't care. He's getting paid, so he's just happy to be here. You'll see him, grab like a bottle of wine, pointing at to you like, you want some? Like as Ryth is talking, you can like nod or something. He pours him, and then like a few moments later, you notice like it feels like only 5 minutes has passed, and Giuseppe offers you another one, and he pours himself another one. So he's kind of like going through this bottle because for him it's like free alcohol at these points. So that's the vibe you're getting from him. So these are your 3 characters. And Trevor, he keeps refusing the wine.
I pass Giuseppe cocaine leaves under the table, and I at some point tell him, dude, they have this tea, you wouldn't believe it.
Let's just bring us back to there. Oh yeah, you're sitting right beside him. There, that's why it's important. Our little sleight of hands check. No, I'm pickpockets check. Yeah, you can slide this over and have that little conversation. He doesn't really. Well, if this is while people are talking, he's not gonna say anything. But if people are, if it's kind of like a lull point, he'll take it. And he's like, he asks you, you wanna step out?
I sort of say in a second, or I indicate in a second, and I want to bring up to Ryth, perhaps subsidizing the creation of one of the Lothugo residents that is most qualified to start a horse breeding program. So or like I don't know what they call a horse master, somebody who to raise horses and keep a population of horses growing in Rhineland. I'd ask him if he'd be willing to subsidize that creation for building the facilities, things like that.
I'm gonna say no, but only because there's a lot of work to go around, and we have a lot of new bodies, so I imagine they can just get to work. I don't know what I would subsidize them for. I'm not.
I imagine it wouldn't be very much of a subsidization. It would just be at least granting them the rights to. It could be ranging anywhere from giving them startup loan to get started on purchasing a property, or just providing them the rights to a property. Anything like that. Anything to help them.
Went over this earlier, but Lady Sypha and I, we went over this while you guys were away. The details of their property was already negotiated before you guys, or when you guys were leaving. So that's already settled. You don't have to worry about anything to do with their property. Those forms are already on their way to Sylvan.
I see. Okay.
And they're probably there by now. I'll let you know when we get them back. It shouldn't be too long. Probably only about a week or so. We'll get them back.
Maybe
less,
well.
maybe
Sounds
more.
good to me.
Who knows? Those people up in Sylvan sometimes take forever with their paperwork, but we have things need to be moving, so try to expedite the process a little bit. Let's see how well that goes. Well, while you're having this conversation, you'll hear Marcel. whisper something into Ryeth Tinning's ear. Ryeth makes an immediate face of like uncertainty, surprise, maybe, and Ryeth tells everyone, well, I hear that there's a large group of people coming into town right now. Sort of
What
like
kind of a large group?
Oh, wait, who whispered it into his ear?
Marcel, his butler. Yeah, I
Oh,
hear
okay.
there's Marcel, why don't you and oh, I already forget the voice of Marcel, but whatever, it's fine. Why don't you, Marcel, tell us, or tell our guest. And Marcel will essentially say that there's been it seems like a group of people from, well, it's hard to tell who they exactly are. Have there have been like spottings of like a large amount of people, like we're talking like a few hundred are like coming into the town right now from the north side.
Did they appear armed?
Marcel doesn't know.
Um,
It doesn't think so. It didn't seem like something violent, like not something.
okay. Perhaps we should go see exactly what is going on with these people.
I guess.
Certainly.
Okay. Do you guys
Yeah.
get up and leave this place, or is there anything else
Yeah,
you
I
want to
think we
ask
leave
about?
immediately. These could be.
Yeah, I think I probably want
So.
to say goodbye, collect the twins, and then get on out of there.
Yeah, you can collect the twins.
True.
They'll bow. They'll leave. And you guys can head out. And when you guys go to head out, you guys can run
Wait.
down. Yeah.
I want to collect my armor from the town hall too, before
Yeah,
go there.
for sure. You can collect your armor
Is this the same day as the day we fought the skeletons?
same day.
Alright.
Okay. Well, you can collect your stuff, and you will see that, and you guys can run down to the main area, and then you'll notice that there's like people that are like a bunch of people that are moving around in this area that you can sort of like spot from across the bridge.
What do they have torches? It's kind of weird to have a bunch of people
It's
come
dark,
in the
so
middle of the night.
there are actually no. There's almost like no torches. Strangely enough,
Creepy.
in the night. But it
when
sounds
they
as you sort
Yeah.
of like start to approach. I imagine you guys are approaching. Yeah, as you guys like walk this way. I don't know why the grid is on, but as you guys are approaching, you guys will see that that like these people are like going inside these like different homes here. And like I said, hundreds of people, so it seems like people are just moving back in, maybe. Nobody's really like causing like a huge commotion. People are actually pretty quiet for the most part.
creepy. Yeah. So we don't hear any conversation or very little conversation.
Yeah, it actually seems like everyone's like being very hush. And like
Upon
I said, most people have no torches or anything, so they're kind of like
yeah.
stumbling. Uh, we are on
They're
the
going
10th, so there's
into.
only a little bit of moonlight. So they're kind of like stumbling around, but bringing, and people, they're not holding much. Honestly, they're holding pretty much nothing. Honestly, they're just in their clothes.
Okay. When we get close
Are they
enough to them,
entering abandoned houses?
Yes, they're entering the abandoned houses like all over this area.
wonder if these guys escaped Rhineland
Mm.
and oh, maybe they're from the Black Bronzes. Yeah. When we get close to them, I want to like, or at least close to some group of them. I want to shout, "Ho there! Who goes there?"
Like just on a random person.
Yeah, just like a sort of probably a cluster of the closest people that we come across.
Yeah,
That
you'll
come from this group.
see.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see some like men, some women, all going into like separate houses. It seems like there's only two people or one person going in like a house at a time. You like it's not like there's like a group of people going into one house. These are groups of people, but
Yeah,
like being sorted.
they're dispersing.
You might see like, and also, yeah, and give me an intelligence check, maybe. Mine.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, Theomore can give me the intelligence check because you're both together. But like
Okay.
-2.
Yeah.
It's not something that's like
Sure.
obvious. This is just like something you would maybe
Yeah.
notice.
Do they seem undead?
I mean, what is undead really?
I notice it. All right.
Um, the thing that you notice is that there's no children here.
They're hell
It's
undead.
all like men and it's all adults that are coming in.
Military-aged adults. Okay.
Interesting. And usually in a population, what, like half of them are under the age of 18 in
No,
medieval
it's
times?
it's lower than that. It's closer to like
In
25%.
medieval times?
In at least in these times, yeah.
Really? Mm.
It's closer to like,
Sure.
yeah. It also depends on what you mean by fighting age, because technically like 14 starts to be fighting age, right? So,
Wait, wasn't there a quest earlier that we ignored about how children were disappearing? Like at the very first session? There's no children?
Oh my god, yeah, I remember.
oh yeah, Martha's daughter. Yeah. Yeah, that daughter's probably dead. Not gonna lie.
Martha's so dead now, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Well, there are people
So
coming in. None of them are children. That's all I'm trying to say.
I try to get the attention of the nearest grouping of them and say, who goes there?
Oh, also, I know I keep asking. If you want, we can be under the impression that you don't bring Yela and Mala with you. And then you guys can just tell me when you bring them with you. Is that cool?
That works for
So
me.
I'm gonna assume that you drop them off somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're getting changed, you drop
Yes.
them off.
In
Okay.
a like probably the town hall somewhere that's well protected.
Okay, sweet. So you can yeah, you ask a group and a woman looks to you like kind of you spooked her as you ask her. And you can like walk up to her. She kind of like stares at you kind of wide eye.
Oh, there? Who are you?
I'm Julie.
Julie. And what is with this group of people? Where have you come from? Why are you here?
We're from here. This is my home.
Where have you been?
She looks around. We were staying we're staying across the river.
Ah, in the castle.
And she just like stares at you.
And they sent you back?
Uh, yeah, yes.
Why did they send you back?
Cause this is our home, and I have to get ready. I have to go to sleep. Get ready for bed.
Very well. Be on your way then.
No, you will not, citizen.
I started walking away and then I looked
You
back
are
to
under
the
questioning.
uniform.
Oh,
Tell us. You sought refuge with these bandits?
who? No, bandits. No, no.
You, the Black Bronzes, who have been terrorizing this community,
Uh,
who set fire to the walls?
I just stayed across the river.
And what did you see when you were there?
Uh, Nothing. We just we just stayed in our rooms.
Is it just me, or does she seem really, really weird? Like,
I mean, take it as you will.
She seems scared.
Theomore, yeah. Theorem will say, hold it there for 1 second. Then he'll go over to Hal and say, we need to bring some of these people in for questioning.
Yeah, that can wait. Can it?
Certainly not. Once they start mixing with the populace, we won't know
You see, my concern
which ones were
is,
there and which ones weren't.
well, how about we take a piece of charcoal and mark the doors or the top of the doors of each of the person that we see claiming one of these abandoned houses. And that way we can come back and collect them when we have the opportunity to be a little bit more subtle with it. I'm afraid that if we question any of these fine folk too much, that the Black Bronzes will seek retribution for spilling the beans on them.
In my mind, they collaborated with bandits and lawless
They were
men,
they were fleeing from their lives, Theomore. If
which is
you were a
why
helpless
we're not
individual,
imprisoning them.
yes, but if you were a
Certainly.
helpless individual, you would seek whatever refuge you could possibly find. We can't
Of
blame them,
course.
nor can we hold it against them for trying to save their lives and their families.
Certainly. And when they come back and order has been restored, they will willingly give up the names of the, evil people that housed them for a time.
I don't disagree.
I'm not continuing to withhold that information. Now that is treasonous.
Uh, there, let them get settled and more comfortable. As you could see, she was quite scared. Uh, Once they
She's in mind controlled.
mind
But
controlled, I don't know if they have the power to do that. Wizards can wizards do that?
certainly, please scramble someone's memory a bit, make them forget who they are. We would only need to hold one or two, see if there's any residue of magic. I could prepare such a spell in the morning, but very well. If you insist, we can come back tomorrow.
Uh, let's come back and try to be sneaky about it. I'm sure we can collect enough witness statements. We still do have the statements from Riley. Um,
Yes.
rest rest in peace. Uh,
I
we do
certainly hope
know
she
some of the
isn't resting
names.
in peace.
Oh, calm now, Theamore. She paid for her crimes, surely. We know that the people in charge, as I look for my notes, are named
I think you know they're
Mom
just yeah,
and
that's
Uncle
it.
Boris.
And what?
Mom and Uncle Boris.
Hmm.
I don't know exactly who these people are, but I think testimony, but not necessarily interrogation is the way to go. Again, we don't want to turn the population against us. We want to ingratiate them, act as a safe harbor in these uncertain times. Do we not?
I suppose, but if we don't have the information needed to take down their captors, for lack of a better word, then we can't provide safe harbor or safe
Uh,
haven.
yeah. However, we have grown in strength. We may no longer need to rely on the words of the common folk. And I look up into the night sky and then gesture at your cape and say, I think we have other alternatives available to us now to gain information.
Suppose you're right. Very well.
Hmm.
Hmm. They're coming in droves, so surely there must be activity going on over there right now.
Good point. Let's go look at their castle.
Indeed. Do you want me to go ahead and you find a good vantage point?
Um, have you used your cape today, or was that last night that you used it?
I was last night.
Okay, I say yes, but you crashed to the ground last night. Be careful. Don't assume that you have more time than you might not. So just
Of course.
cut it short early. Let's get
Noted.
out of sight of anybody that might see you transform. So we walk towards that place, and I get a good vantage point.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can leave the woman.
Um,
She'll go back inside.
I mean,
Hmm? Wait, what were you saying?
um, oh, just as we're walking back to I mean, across the bridge, right? I go into a dark corner somewhere. I turn into a bat, and I fly out over the Blackthorns estate.
Yeah, so this is a good question. Let me look up what the thing is. See, hmm. Yeah. So I was gonna say, when you transform, so if you transform into a bat, you
Mm-hmm.
are essentially polymorphing. I think by rules we might as well use like
Sure.
polymorph rules, which means that what are the exact I need to look up spells because I just need to get vision down because I don't know how well your vision actually is. Let's just look up what polymorph is. Poly. Because polymorph self. Uh, Thus, a wizard changed into an
Oh, you
owl
have a
could
point. You have a point.
fly, but his vision would be human. Says that in the polymorph spell. Which I
All
mean,
right.
you're in the dark.
That's good for me.
Um,
Sure.
a change to a black pudding would enable movement under doors or along halls and ceilings, but not on the pudding's offensive acid or defensive capabilities. Naturally, the strength of the new form is sufficient to enable normal movement. Do you get? You don't get any, I guess, of the abilities, right? Of the animal. I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
not.
Yeah, like I'm just wondering if you get like
What are the special
echolocation.
abilities?
Like echolocation. That's all. That's all I'm wondering. I don't. No, I don't think so though.
I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think so. Um, because it says your vision would remain human. So in that sense, I'm gonna assume that all your senses are gonna remain.
Your senses, yeah.
All your senses remain human. So you can see the outline of this thing. And you can see. I mean, there's some moonlight. There's not a lot. So it's hard for you to see. I mean, you can obviously like there's a building there. It's just as you
Yeah.
start to fly. And where Hal? If we move, where is Hal situated on this map?
I probably want a good vantage. So I would actually probably. Oh, I'd grab Shaitan and ride out here.
Right out where?
Down the southern part, outside the gates.
Okay. Yeah, you can ride out there. Yeah, you can get on your horse. Theomore can. I guess he's coming from this point too, and Theomore turns into a bat and flies over. You see that this building. Well, okay, like I said, it's hard to see because you don't have night vision. It's only the 10th, so I believe I actually do have my moon. What is a loon? So on the 10th, we have a wax. Oh, it's after the first quarter. So you're in a waxing gibbous. So it's almost a full moon. No. Oh, this should be reversed. Oh, oops, I messed this up. This should
Yeah,
be
it's a full moon on the first, right?
Yeah. I have my
Or like the night
percentages
between the
backwards.
28th and the 1st?
I have my backward. Actually, yeah. So it's gonna be a crescent. It's gonna be a waning crescent, actually. So we're approaching no light, essentially.
It's starlight.
Yeah. So you have to rely on starlight. Give me.
And any light in there, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the interesting thing. There's not a lot of light coming from this place. If there was light, you would see it from like outside already. But let me just look at this map. I'm gonna see if you can if you'd see light from anywhere. Because I imagine you're circling a little bit, right? Are you circling? What are you doing?
I'd at least get the outline, right? Yeah, I'm circling. I'm not gonna be there for more than an hour.
Well,
But
you
a little bit.
yeah, I mean of course, but you don't know how long an hour is, right? Like realistically. Like
Of course. I'm not being there for a long time. I'm doing a few circles. I'm looking to see if I can see anything interesting. I'm flying down
with
and
your
getting a
bad
scope.
vision. You know what? Just roll me. Give me a roll. Let's just solve this with the good old roll.
What do you want me to roll? High, low, anything?
You know what? Roll whatever you want.
No one knows. I rolled great.
That's terrible. That's actually a really terrible roll.
Well, what if you roll really terribly too?
I didn't. So I can tell you the shape of the building.
Sure.
This place has its light on, yeah. Okay, let's see. Do I have my dynamic lighting? Daylight. Okay. I'm gonna say I'm gonna drop. Oh man, how do I do this? I kind of want to just draw an outline of the place. Yeah, let me just draw an outline. Oh wait, but you're not gonna be able to see it. Okay, how am I gonna do this then? Okay, I'll just describe it. You have a building, and the four corners are small towers that look to be about. So, if the building seems like it's 2 floors, but the floors are each themselves like higher than a standard floor in like our world. Floors would be like something like 20 feet each. So yeah, so this would be like a 40-foot high sort of wall we're sort of looking at. And then the towers on each of the corners are going to be like an extra 20 feet. So, it's going to be something like, that's going to be like 60 feet. So you have your 4 towers in the corner. And then on the side facing the river, there's going to be sort of a main building. And this building is going to, yeah, there's just going to be a main building, which looks like it makes up about half of the space of the entire area. And then away from on between, there is some space between the walls on the side and the main building, with like a bigger courtyard on the far side. Let me see if I can just draw this by memory. Okay, let me see if I can draw this by memory. So you have your building. Oh wait, this is not. Oh wait, I'm in the light. Oops. Freehand. Okay, so you have your building. This is a bad color. You have your building like this. Oops.
Yes.
Okay. You have your towers
In each corner, yeah.
in each corner. Then you have this building that looks like this. This is kind of what it looks like. And then there looks like there's still like rooms on this side.
Sure, but
So
go ahead.
this, whatever's blue, like this section is all open, but the rest is closed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do I notice a lot of movement?
No.
You can no.
And especially not with not with your vision or anything.
Sure, sure. Do I hear any movement? Should be a quiet night, I'm far away from civilization.
Yeah, so there's this whole thing going on. You can hear a little bit of chatter near one of like the towers.
Yeah.
Near one of the towers that looks out into the city.
And I mean, I fly closer, right? What are they saying?
Um, yeah, you can fly closer. They will say they're just chatting like, oh, are you, are you watching like anything like, oh, yep, there seems like they're all going in. Can't really see much from here. I don't think there's any issue, like, do you see any like big mobs or anything? It's like, no, it doesn't seem like the other people are reacting. Stuff like that. They're like trying to squint across, like they're like, yeah, I'm not really catching anything, like trying to see like again, there's not like a lot of torches. There would have been like a few torches, like actually I don't even know if anyone would have had torches. Maybe like 2 people, but maybe they were snuffed, who knows. Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I listen in there for like 10 minutes or so, but if they're not saying anything interesting, I'd fly back.
Yeah, they're not saying anything particularly interesting, I don't think. No, I don't think so.
All right. Then I turn into a bat, or no, I keep being a bat. I mean, and I fly back.
Okay, yeah, you can fly back.
This is such a
And I want to try
cool
some.
spy ability.
It
My God.
really is. And I want to try something out that might make it even more potent. I land and become a human as I land, right?
I mean, you
So you
can,
know,
yeah. You can transform
yeah,
into a
yeah,
human as you land, yeah.
yeah.
You don't do it automatically. That's all I'm saying.
If you
No,
do
of
it
course, of
near
course.
Hal,
I
you scare
land.
the shit out of Hal.
Oh,
Make him
I
jump.
will. And do it like right behind you. I'm back.
Jesus! I turn around. Oh, what'd you see?
Pretty quiet, isn't it? 1 second, and I'll try to turn into a bat again.
Yeah, you can turn into a bat again.
Can I fly again?
Yeah. You haven't been gone that long. Like
Oh.
I imagine you
No.
basically just circled the building and then you came like towards one of the towers like as you were circling it. Like as you made your
Listening in
full
for 10
as you
minutes.
made
Yeah.
your full loop, you came back around and then heard the conversation, listened in for like 5 or so minutes, like just like a little bit, like a
Yeah.
short time, and then you went out. Like, that's kind of how I.
Bro, this is
That's
so
perfect.
strong. Oh my God, being able to turn it on and off is amazing.
Because
I
I
let me double check. I'm pretty sure it can be on and off, but I let me double checking is always important.
Yeah, I want to have the rules clearly detailed in this
Actually,
instance
didn't I just
before
write it down?
I
Dress
go
up
do
as
some
a
fun things.
black bronze, you could infiltrate it so easily, just turning into a bat as you need to go through their
I was gonna
thing.
say, I don't even need to do that. I can just turn into a bat, pop back up on that tower, kill those people, turn into a bat, and disappear again.
Yeah.
Just stoke some chaos. If we wanted to march some people over there, to launch a surprise assault, that's the way to do it, right? I fly in, I kill the lookout, then we march our army over.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. No, never mind. I take it back. You try again and it doesn't work. Oh,
Damn.
thank you for double check. Yeah, no, you can only use
So
it
I turn
once.
into a bat and I cannot fly, or I can turn into a bat.
You can turn back into a bat, but you cannot fly.
Alright. Plan still works because I have just as good of a getaway spell.
Okay, yeah. So you turn back into a
Mhm.
bat, and then you try flapping your wings. Doesn't work.
If you cast levitate on yourself, then turn into a bat during the daytime, can you fly just by pushing? It's worth investigating. I guess.
It
Hmm.
is worth investigating.
That is a very, because okay, from a physics point of view, there shouldn't be a reason why you couldn't fly as long as you're in bat form, right?
Yeah,
Because all you need is like this certain amount of power. So even with levitate, I feel like you couldn't direct yourself
it would be
because
like a human flapping their wing, like their arms. It wouldn't.
yeah, because like the bat should already be it, but it's like magical bullshit. So I'm
Makes
gonna
sense.
probably rule no on that one, but I like the idea. I do like the idea.
That is one idea. I also have the spell Ride the Wind, which I
No.
I become weightless and I fly in the direction of the wind, but I can control my altitude. So that'll be an alternative.
So what's the plan? Are you gonna go in at night?
No, we're chilling for now. I came back. I relay what I've seen. Doesn't seem to be much activity going on.
One
Two
thing that
people
you
on
also
lookout.
notice is like, you couldn't really see a front entrance.
Oh yeah, we knew that, I think.
Okay.
Did I? I guess no, I wouldn't see any like
It's too dark as well. Like you kind of
yeah
fly
ladders or something. Yeah.
past it. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, no, we chat. I mentioned that not a lot of activity going on. Were there people stationed in the other guard posts as well?
Not that you saw or heard.
Sure. So at the very least, they were alone and not speaking to anyone.
Possibly.
Yeah. Only two people I noticed were sitting on the lookout overlooking the city, chatting amongst themselves. This was clearly their intention to let the people in. Not sure what their intentions were with them. I can always come back tomorrow and listen in.
I give you a big smile. I say, I think we just may actually may win against these people. With this advantage, I don't think that they're going to
Mhm.
have a chance.
This is true.
And
There are two ways we can go forward with this. Either we continue my surveillance, or quiet about it, and well, we try not to alert anyone to it, gain more information that way, or I can try to pick them apart one by one,
I think we
killing one a
can.
night.
I think we might be able to. Well, if you go over there and transform back into a person and kill them, how will you get back?
I have a spell that allows me to travel with the wind. I
Okay.
can use that, then turn back into a bat. I won't be able to control anything but my altitude, but it's a getaway.
I like both of these ideas. I think we should use our. I think we should spend some time surveilling them with this new magic, and also building up Rhineland here with our followers, and then um, after we've gotten some more intelligence about the going ons over there, we can um, make our moves. We can start making our moves. Maybe slowly start to pick them off one by one.
Sounds good to me.
I
As long
also
as
have
we
some
can.
things that I'm needing to take care of as well. I feel like I'm getting rusty with fighting. I'm
Hmm.
regularly getting showed up by the wizard in hand-to-hand combat, so I think I need to practice a little bit more.
Very well.
Okay. Do you guys have an early night?
It's not that early. It's in the middle of the night, isn't it? I mean, I guess by our standards, yeah.
Well, you guys went to dinner, then it hit night. These guys came in, then you went to do a quick recon. I mean, it's not like late in the
Yeah.
night. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
it's the night. It's the night. Like, it's just not late in the night. But yeah,
I
maybe.
Yeah.
think I think we go to bed. Yeah,
Yeah,
or
okay.
at least
We
I think we all
do.
will.
Yeah. If there's nothing you want to talk to us about throughout the night or on our way back, could we take like a 10-15 minute break? I need to make a little phone call.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I'll transition us over. Yeah,
Amazing.
we'll be transition back into game, and you guys have a nice and wonderful night. Nothing could go wrong
Right?
until the next morning. You guys wake up and you get out of you walk out of you're staying in the main headquarters. And you walk out of your main headquarters, and when you open the door, you see a murdered Lothugian, someone from Lothugo, on the doorstep.
Is
Some
it? Do I recognize
random
it as
some random.
somebody who? So it wasn't one of our guards or anybody.
No. If
Does it look as if he's been placed there intentionally, like he was laid, killed there, or brought from somebody else, somewhere else, and killed somewhere else and brought here?
hmm. You don't really have like a tracking proficiency here, so I'm gonna say it's hard to tell.
Is there a lot of blood around, or is there a little bit of blood around underneath him?
There seems to be a decent amount of dried blood, yeah, below him
Okay.
on the ground.
Um,
But it's not like
He's
all
lying
over.
dead at our place.
Yeah, I mean, it sort of depends on. I wasn't expecting there to. Were there guards like standing right outside the door?
I don't know if we had guards right outside the door, but we had guards
Yeah,
in
I know
the
you had guards in the
building.
building,
Yeah,
but yeah, so
probably.
no guards. Like, yeah, there are no guards. We'll just say for now. Plus these guys, they don't know what the concept of guarding means, anyways. So, because you said you had like some Lothiugian guys do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys again, they don't know what guard. Like they've never had to guard anything. Don't really understand the concept since they've been sort of sheltered their whole life in a sense because of the whole. But I mean, you know, it might not even it might not be their fault anyways. But there is a dead citizen's body.
Okay. Uh, uh, so this is going to be a perfect teaching moment for these guys. I also have been wanting to bring up that I want to work on that storytelling proficiency because I have a non-weapon proficiency slot that I want to use
Okay, yeah,
for storytelling.
yeah.
So I want to start practicing that. And has there been a crowd that has started to gather around this body? Has people noticed, or is it just us that happened upon it?
You got your early morning risers.
Mhm.
Although actually not today. Yeah, there'd be a crowd because you guys are still from the previous night. You guys like had your sleeping schedule got really messed up because of the
Mhm.
last night, or not like last night, but the night before. So you're not an early riser at the moment. That might take a few days to get back to normal. Um, but for the meantime, yeah, actually there is a crowd around these people, around this dead body. I mean,
Okay, they haven't fucked with the body at all. They've left it alone, right?
they have not messed with the body. No.
Okay. Um, when I see this, I step out and I examine the body, check to see if he's breathing, if he can be saved. I assume he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Cold,
And I
like
say to
cold body. This was. I mean, it could. You're no forensics guy, but you know he's been
yeah.
dead for a little while now.
Does it look as if he might have been banging on the or going to knock on the doors for help? Like, does it look like he was coming into the town hall?
This was right. So, I mean, we don't really describe. I don't do the best job at describing all these places, and sometimes I mess some of these things up. But there would be like a small staircase, you know, like only like 4 or 5 steps, sort of thing, up
Uh-huh.
to the entrance of this town hall building, and then there would be like a small platform, and it's on this platform right in front of the door. Now, you know, is his arm extended or anything? Like, you know, it's too hard to tell. I
Right,
mean,
right. But he's right in front, literally on our doorstep. Okay.
it's on your
Um,
doorstep, yeah.
then
Hmm.
I'll turn to the crowd and I will ask, does anybody know this man?
Someone will say, uh, yes, this is, we all know him. This is like, this is our neighbor. This is our brethren. This is, who could have done this? Like, people are starting to anger and panic a little bit.
I will look to Theodore. You
Hmm.
want to examine the body a little bit, see what you can see?
I look for knife wounds.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have like he's definitely
I have
been.
an anatomy proficiency.
Oh, you do? Perfect. Okay, yeah, it's totally stab wounds.
And I've examined a couple of stabbings from Black Bronze people before. Do they have a preferred, like, is he stabbed in the back? Is he did he look like he got stabbed? He was running for his life and then, stabbed again a few times. Signs of struggle, that kind of thing.
There, as you like sort of turn his body over, you see there's a stab in the side and then a slit in the throat. Just two wounds.
Stab in the side, slit of the throat. Was there a blood trail leading up to the door? Like he got stabbed in the side, was running.
It's too hard to tell. Again, no tracking proficiency here, so no detect. If you had
That's
spells
fair,
or
that's fair.
something, you could maybe figure something out. I don't know if maybe I'm not saying you have
Yeah.
the spells even, but unsure.
Sure.
Plus, it's like the ground
Yeah,
isn't like it's not
I
clean, right? It's like dirty.
yeah. But no signs of struggle then, it looks like.
Not that you're aware of. No, there's not clear signs of struggle. If there was any.
Mm.
I yell to one of the crown members,
And
go fetch a horse, find Erik, bring him here.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Reek is.
he's still in town for a few days.
Yeah, he said he'd stay in town for a few days. He's in your building. Like he would sleep with you guys for the first. He said he would help you guys settle in, and then he's he's heading out.
I tell somebody to fetch Erik from inside.
One of the guys
Yeah,
that
and while
he'll go fetch Erik. Yeah.
while he's going to fetch Erik, I'll turn to the crowd and say, "This is clear to me. These attacks are in accordance with the vile power that rests in the castle on the other side of the river. These foul men have pretend to be innocent civilians and then stab anyone loyal to us in the back. It is a way to spread fear, to make you compliant.
Jumping off of that,
We need to be
They
vigilant
say,
in times
somebody
of peace.
says, what are you gonna do about this? You brought us here, and somebody says, please, you're the chosen ones. You're supposed to protect us. There's different.
How will put his arms up and step in and say, for many years, for generations, your people have been sheltered in the womb of your forests and the plains, protected by the magical circles granted to you by your patrons and your holy people. We, Theomore and I, your prophets, have come to deliver you unto the world and to shed the naivete that you have developed over the generations. This is what the world looks like. It is harsh, it is cold, and it is cruel. It is a rude awakening, I know, but I have told you all the importance of being aware, being wary, and of guarding what is important to you.
Give me a charisma at half.
You will not face this. A charisma at half.
Charisma at half?
Well, you don't have storytelling, but you don't have like oratory. Like you don't have like crowd working charisma. So now this doesn't mean a failure doesn't mean like they'll hate you or anything. I'm just saying, you're
just mad that he has 18 charisma. We know.
No, but didn't I do this? Did I do this Monday or the previous? I might have did this Monday or the previous Monday, but I pretty much did.
Sure.
I feel like the same thing, so there's some precedent.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time I'm doing this. For specific... Oh, it was literally Monday. They were trying to get a crowd riled up, and so I told them they can do a charisma at half. So, yeah.
Okay. +9.
That's nice. I mean, that's pretty good.
Go for it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
yeah, people, you know, there's a few hundred of them. One person dying, it's a tragedy, of course. It's a tragedy, but they're not here to. They're not pointing fingers at you. They know you guys didn't do it. They listen to your words.
And as they're, as Hal has finished his saying, that we're delivering them onto the world and that it's harsh and it's cruel, the immortal will speak up and, he'll motion to the castle over there and he'll say, "You are not alone in this. We have been chosen to lead you through this trying time, to help you see what might be obvious for us who have lived in this world for so long. And it is that certain people in this town do not take kindly to strangers, do not take kindly to your way of life, and wishes to exterminate that, to make you fearful, to make you servile. And it is our duty to inform you of that and to help you combat that. We know the enemy. We have been dealing with them ourselves for months. They've entrenched themselves in every corner of the city. And together we can put an end to their reign of terror."
You want to give me a charisma at half?
Charisma at half. Oh my god. I think I've got in
Do the words
charisma.
of
So it's
Theomore, do they roll off as well as, hey,
oh yeah, yes
they
they
do.
do.
They do roll off.
We are the prophets. My God.
And they're both
We
equal
are the
rolls.
prophet.
Wow, look at that. Well, they take to your words. People, they don't have really weapons. And I mean, nobody has weapons in hand, of course. But people will, they'll ask, what are we to do? Guide us.
When the moment is right, we will strike. Now me and Halifax know our way in and out of this city. We know how they operate. We are given time to prepare. Then we can all take them together.
Hearken unto
We
the
will.
words. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Sorry. You go.
Okay.
You go.
Listen to what your prophets and your leaders. Sorry, what are they called? What are the twins' names?
Mala and
And
Yela.
Yela.
Listen to your leaders, Mala and Yela. They have great wisdom and intelligence both, and they will lead you true, as will Theomore and I attempt to protect you. But we are not gods. We are men, powerful men, but we also require something of you to learn to protect yourself. You have been sheltered, as I've said, by the magic of your patrons. That magic is now no longer what is going to be protecting you. You have to learn how to protect yourselves, and as a result, I will be starting training for those interested in learning how to protect those that you love.
As you say these words, you hear some footsteps behind you. I imagine you're giving this on the platform above
Yes.
everyone. And so behind you, from inside the headquarters, Eric comes out, steps out and he brings the two girls and the other guard that you told to go fetch, or who fetched Eric. These four will come out.
I say to Mala, would you be so kind as unfortunately, this man has been killed by some evildoer, yet to be found. Could you help shepherd him to his next life?
Mm-hmm.
And then to Eric, I will say we must try to find the person responsible.
Yeah. Where's my spell list? I don't even know what you would necessarily prepare, but what is Mata's spell list? But yeah, she'll definitely start. Okay. Yeah, well, she'll take the body, or both the girls will take the body. Both the girls sort of know how to do this, but Mallow will clearly start to, do her. Start going through her ritual, the ritual of how they deal with dead people.
I think I'll probably try to join her and sort of make a show of putting this body to rest, or performing the rites.
Yeah, I don't think priests get anything specific at level 1 for this kind of thing. I think that stuff doesn't that come later? I might be mixing it up with
If you're talking about your own like custom priest, I wouldn't know.
No, I just
But
mean in terms of spells. Like when you look at the
um,
I don't think like
it's a good question.
is there really
Mm,
I
I
don't
mean, there's bless, of course.
Yeah, I know there's bless. I just wasn't sure if there's like whatever. Okay, well, she'll take the body and she'll do her thing. But as a priest of Mata,
Mana.
she technically has all her spells that are given to her in the morning. So very different from Yela, who actually has to learn her spells. So Mala has this early spell advantage that she gets now. But anyways, she'll take the body. She'll put it to rest.
Yeah.
Eric will look at the body. He goes and tries to do a tracking proficiency. Do one of you guys want to roll it for him?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it. As he's doing that, Theomir will say, I'm afraid this is only the beginning of these hostilities. Let's see here. Tracking is wisdom 0, and his wisdom is
I think it's
14.
like 14 or something. You guys
Yeah.
have the thing, but
29. He does well.
yeah, he does well. Why is this
And
not
Theomir will
showing?
say, we shall make the necessary preparations. And when we give the signal, we will weed out these vermin that are bringing this disease upon your fine people.
Okay. Eric tells you guys that this man wasn't killed on the doorstep. He can find a trail.
Oh, yes, we follow him on this trail.
Yeah, the trail's sparse, and it will take some time because there's like a lot of room between each. There's a lot of room between each thing, each like drop of blood. But he brings it to. He finds like one of the houses that are nearby, like in this area, and it seems like the guy was killed. There's like more blood, in his bed.
Interesting.
And is he able to find any like trace of a break-in? Any footprints coming into the house?
You can roll him like I give him I guess like an intelligence check. Some of this is like, I mean, you guys can also just give me an intelligence. I just need one roll. Like you guys working together. Because one of these things. It's
Sure.
not necessarily a tracking thing. I mean, it's partially, but this is more of like a city thing rather than a forest thing, right? It's
Yeah,
can
I'll
you
do a
put
little
together some
natural.
nat 20? Well,
Nice.
that doesn't necessarily mean something happened. There's no break-in here.
There's no footprints or anything leading in,
I
or
mean,
outside around in the mud.
I don't think it's been raining. Would there be anything left behind? Here, I'm just gonna roll something. Yeah. The only thing that stands out is that let me open this thing. Let me just. You can see. I'm not really sure if this necessarily. I mean, it stands out because you notice that there's like you just get a long like black hair that like doesn't match the hair of the guy, although like on the bed, or like maybe it's on like on his body, or it's like in the blood or something. Clearly something that's like a little bit was not placed, but it's been not like placed intentionally, but it's placed there after the fact. Just like a hair that fell. Just the keen eyes of detective work.
Do right.
Something that could be
Is there a general
useful
trend
for.
to what sort of like hair color these people in Gallen have?
Yeah, it's usually like it's usually
Very
like brown. It's usually like brown. There are a lot of browns here. Not a lot of blonde hair.
black hair rare.
Brown and black. I mean, it's brown and black, honestly. I'm just saying that this hair, like, you can look around and you can see like the other hairs that of like the people that would have like maybe lived here before, like in the dust and stuff, and it doesn't match. Like, it clearly the person living here before was a guy, and then this seems to be a woman's hair, and it's out of place. Seemed like this guy was killed by a woman.
Just a long-haired guy.
Or a
Never
long-haired
trust
guy.
what the DM says.
Never trust what the. True.
Okay.
We're not falling for that one.
But yeah, there was no break-in. This was like cleanly. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it part of it kind of makes sense because there was no locks or anything like. Because this guy like would have moved into a house that he didn't own, so there's no locks on the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're at a dead end from here. I do suspect the black bronze as well, but it could just be like
Morris.
normal hostilities from other residents of Rhineland, which is potentially concerning.
This is true, but even if it wasn't the Black Bronzes, they essentially handed us that. That is a great political
It is. It's
figure we can use.
really convenient to whip up resentment amongst these guys to fight against the black bronzes, and it'll teach them to be a little bit more careful, not sleep in a random house alone. Serves this guy right.
Yeah,
Blame the
honestly.
victims.
We're playing upon their fears in order to make them loyal. This is fascism 101.
Mm-hmm.
It's also,
All
cultivating
right.
hope.
We are
My idea is that the god of hope doesn't really care where hope comes from as long as there is hope. So,
there's hope in us, right?
yep. I think from here, because I want to get before we attack the black bronzes, I want to get expertise with my Morning Star so I can have multiple attacks per round. Um, from here, do you want to
Yep.
do a time skip for a little while to try and
We can do a
do you?
Yeah.
small time skip, but
Okay.
before we do a full time skip, okay, we can do a bit of a time skip, and we can do a few broad strokes. Well, how long do you want to time skip? Because it's going to take a little while for you to get expertise. Probably like a month, at least.
Yeah, probably a month. I was thinking around the time of a month or so.
Okay.
I also want to do a couple. I want to learn how to read.
Okay.
Um,
Sure. So what I'm gonna say is we're just gonna skip a day for now. Okay, we're just gonna go to the 11th, right?
Okay.
Or sorry, it is the 11th today. So if we skip to the 12th,
Yeah.
there's gonna be another dead man on your doorstep.
Another Lothugian.
Another Lothugian. It might be a woman this time, but yeah.
Um,
Now we can still keep time
Oh,
skipping.
God.
I just want to, this is why I don't want to fully time skip. I want to take it like day by day in case you
Also,
want to start doing things. But
yeah, okay, maybe we didn't do it before because we were really fucking stupid. I feel like we should have some sort of lookout, like
yes.
checking our door. Um,
Yeah.
I think we should have a couple of people just like placed in places where they have a clear view of
No,
the
we need
building.
a. We need a. These guys are being targeted. We need to like circle the wagons. There needs to be patrols set up. Nobody needs to be left alone. They need to be more concentrated towards the town hall. Um, we need to start like a buddy system. So only moving around in like groups of 4, I think, uh, at all times. We need to start a guard watch as well, or like a regular watches of armed, um, at least
what
level
what
one
are you gonna
fighters.
arm them with? You have no weapons.
Improvised weapons. We have pitchforks and pointy things, I'm sure. Oh wait,
You have some
Yeah.
pitchforks, but
do
We
yeah,
we have
also
any?
have some black bronze daggers.
We
you have
do.
only the ones that you collected. Yeah,
Um,
these guys will
I think
all
we have
be
like 4.
non-proficient in these, by the way. So they're all gonna be at probably like
what are they proficient?
they're gonna be like at a minus like 3 or something with these. But just letting you know.
Um,
I mean, everyone
I
can
give.
use a dagger,
No, what? No.
except Theomore. But
Um, yeah, they're not gonna have fully. They're probably gonna have like the equivalent of priest slash rogue proficiency, just as regular people, because they're not fighters. So
Don't we have some level 1 fighters? Like a
they
handful of them.
could be, but they're not. And they're kind of like, we don't. I don't want to treat them as like fighters because that's kind of reserved for like our important characters slash like adventurers. Like they're
Right.
clearly like it's more of like an NPC stat block of that's closer to like that of a rogue slash priest, because they're gonna get D8s on HP. They're not gonna get D10s because fighters are D10s, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, we're only gonna give the exceptional people the D10s and stuff.
Okay. Um, so yeah, we'd probably just arm them with improvised weapons. So pitchforks. We'd give them torches. Um, I'm sure somebody somewhere in this damn town has the ability to carve a wooden whistle, right? A couple of them. One of the are Lothugo people. Somebody must be able to carve wooden whistles.
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
They can just whistle themselves.
Okay.
It's not going to be
Yeah.
as loud as like a good whistle, but it's still going to be loud. Like people
Yeah.
can whistle.
So I would instruct them to say if they like even at night they need to be always within sight of each other. There needs to be people watching when people are sleeping. We need to be on high alert. If anybody sees anything out of the ordinary, they need to make lots of noise. And when you hear lots of noise, they need to swarm that area to try and stop or capture anybody who's making any suspicious or any trouble. I also, during this time skip period, I want to start training up some of our guys, some of our fighter-oriented people,
Okay.
to maybe start building up potential guards.
Yep.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I learned
over
spells during this day.
Yeah.
Don't need to learn spells for the next morning. I'm gonna sit throughout the night as a bat, not flying.
You're still not gonna have much better vision, but okay.
Oh.
Where are you gonna be
It
located?
doesn't matter. I just want to like sit somewhere. Just on like a little gavel on the second floor or something like that.
Okay.
You guys hear me?
I heard most of that until you said, "Can you hear me?" And then I didn't hear you. You're pretty good. Sort of.
Oh god damn it.
Sort of.
And from when I speak to when you guys hear it.
I think I've heard most of what you said. So you're on a gavel.
A bat on a gavel on the second floor, overlooking the place.
Right.
Yeah. When someone.
Yeah, so you can do that during the night.
Yes.
I mean, does that mean you're not like sleeping at night, or what does that mean?
I'm not sleeping
At all during the night?
at night.
So you're gonna sleep during the day?
The next night.
Oh, okay. The next night. Well, you have people on watch.
Yeah. Or I mean, I can go. Yeah.
Yeah, you have people on watch. So, so you're not that next night. You're not gonna see, anyone bring like a body. You're not gonna see any body brought or anything to the doorstep. The next morning, though, there will be another dead body, just not on the doorstep this time.
Okay.
Even though we have them all walking together, I had the buddy system for a reason.
I mean, you can be in a buddy system and something can like
no one has seen anything
go wrong.
Okay.
And
anybody
this
die?
No, so far it's just normal, everyday people. You'll have like a woman die, this time. Maybe the next day a kid dies. Maybe sometimes two people die, just because, the circumstances. There'll be some more of like a fight. But people will keep dying every day.
Okay, wait. Every day, third day. Stop. Wait, don't go too fast. Third day.
I'm on. Yeah, that's why we can. I'm just trying to let you know that that's why I want to take it a little bit slower. But no, if you can totally let people, as you train up, you can totally let these people die. I'm just letting you know that there's someone dying about every day. And as you start to put out guards like on this third day and you have people patrolling, you'll have people starting to die during the day. So it might not be at night every time, and they might not be in the same
We're still
places.
on day 3. We haven't let
Okay.
anybody more
Yeah.
past day 3 down.
I'm just saying this is the foretell. This is the
Day
foretelling, the
3.
prophecy. But we can, if you guys can prevent the prophecy, we're on day 3. And there's only a third dead person. Oh, and if this is the third day, the 13th, your little eagle hatches. Yay! Maybe one of these dead people reincarnated as the eagle. How happy are we?
Cute.
We're on the 13th,
Okay.
though, right now, by the way.
We're going to be distracted. First of all, we go through the same routine every time one of these people die. We whip up the crowd. We talk about it escalates probably each time too. So these people, these guys aren't just passive sheep ready to be slaughtered in the night or in the day by these fucking Rhineland people.
Yeah.
These people are like they are whipped up. They are ready to kill somebody.
Okay.
So
Understood.
within reason, I suppose.
Understood. Yeah.
I don't like that smile. Anyways,
you
but
know, something crosses your mind that for the most part, like, these kills are quick and they're instant, basically. At least for the first 3, there's zero struggle. The person doing this is skilled.
okay.
Like, so far, they're not leaving, like, the only things that are being left behind are, like, a hair that falls out, basically. And that's only if you roll a nat 20.
What was that?
What was that, Arvin?
Oh, okay. So only thing being left behind is that one strand of hair. Looking for a black-haired person. I mean, so on the third day, right? Is there a person who is found? Are they in their home or are they somewhere else?
They are on the streets in the courtyard. In, like, the market area.
Oh,
Interesting.
Like, killed in broad daylight.
I think we need to circle the wagons and I think we want to bait out and maybe we could use Eric as bait. Have him go out there with like a cloak on and no weapons. And be like in a vulnerable position. And try to bait out an attack.
Are you willing to risk Eric's life?
He's a 3rd level ranger. He's gonna be fine. We're gonna be like right around the corner with a bunch of weapons. Toss him his. He's gonna be fine.
Okay.
He's gonna be wearing armor. Okay, he can have like a short sword or something.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Theomore? Should we bait out an attack?
Their homes, right?
Wait. Say it again.
Okay. So, baiting out an attack, while good, it seems like most people are being attacked in their homes.
No, just the...
So...
It was, the first one was attacked in their home. The second one was, like, attacked on the street, like in an alley or something. The third one, you know, you couldn't find, like, they were attacked in broad daylight, but you couldn't find, like, the tracks because people were walking all over the place.
And okay, so each one of these, each time, there's a potential trail that is left by the killer.
Okay, but by broad daylight.
Yeah.
By broad daylight, do you mean like in public where people can see, or like just during the day?
I just mean like during the day, because there's no market going on right now because these people aren't from here and their concept of market isn't really like people are going out of town also to like start to work on the like fields and stuff and start to sow croppings for the harvest, right? The ground is, like I said, more or less the same as it was earlier. So yeah, that's what people are doing for the most part. And yeah, during and so there's gonna just be less people in the town, like as people are outside like doing their farming or cutting wood or whatever. And so one person, and yeah, they can use the buddy system. They go out together, but there are going to be some people who stay behind, because some people are more so craftsmen. Maybe some people are like working on building like I don't know, like tanning leather, for example. And
No, like I
Oh,
want
there
to
are
press
two
on this.
craftsmen.
Yeah, just like they need to be
Go
in
ahead.
contact. Everybody needs to be watching each other. Like they cannot be alone. If one
yeah,
goes to,
I
if somebody
understand.
needs to take a shit, they need to have 3 people watching them.
Sure. I understand you, but there's always going to be slip ups.
Okay.
And
So,
also, technically, you also don't know if there's only like one killer here. So,
yeah, we know. It's Mama. It's Mom or whatever her name is.
maybe.
Or it's Uncle Boris.
Yeah.
Um,
I say that the baiting attack could work when nightfall falls again. Theomore will go do something.
are you gonna be in bat
If we want to do
form?
something till then,
Oh, you just go do something
I'm
else?
just gonna, or in the sense of my plan is second night falls, I'm gonna fly over to the Black Bronze family, find the 2 lookouts, burn them to a crisp, then make it back. Just send a message.
I don't know if we want to. Well, it would be a retaliation. Uh, you could find a. If you could find, besides just killing the 2 guards, if you could find like a stack of hay in like their courtyard or something super flammable like a granary, and use your burning hands on that and set off this big ass fire over there, that might actually kill even more people. But that might be a little bit harder than just the guards in the tower.
It's true.
All the walls are made of stone.
Yeah, but the inside is made of wood, right? There's a bunch of wood. All these stupid ass.
There is wood for sure. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
when you looked at the main, or actually, you can't see the main building because you only go really at night. But all the walls are stone. So
Ooh, you know what I'll do?
What is it? Uh-oh.
So I'll just bring a few flasks of oil, and then we'll figure out the rest.
Okay.
do you have much? I thought you guys were starting to run low on oil because there's been no like purchasing of any oil or anything. And yeah.
We'll buy some oil. This is a town, they gotta have some oil, right?
Well, like most people
Yeah.
died. That's. I'm just saying, like, I don't even know if you guys have the resource of
Well,
oil.
yeah, and then they have oil in their houses. Of
Uh,
course, it's a big town. You have to have oil to survive.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
vegetable
gonna be
oil
closer
most
to
times.
like lard, if anything. But yeah.
Lard is really expensive because that requires animals. Like vegetable oil is just, you know, vegetables.
Yeah, I just don't know how much if they have like vegetable oil. That's the thing. Like I think we're taking for granted how common these things are.
We just
We,
have an
I mean,
overestimation
of
of brine,
course
but
it's
still.
You can probably have a little bit of oil on hand. I'm just saying, like I remember, this just we have a finite amount of resources in this town.
Okay.
This place is poor. Let's remember,
Sure.
this place is poor. I didn't give you a luxury
I
town or city to start off in. This place is a shithole. Like oil's expensive. These guys
I
don't buy
suppose, I
anything.
suppose.
Yeah. People don't even clean
Is
themselves.
oil expensive?
I mean, relatively, if you have no money, like you can just do without light. Just go to bed when it's sundown. Safe. Like people are only worried
I
really
guess.
about
Will we
feeding them.
scrounge up what oil we have?
Yeah, you can maybe find a bit.
Sure.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, I think
Um,
we also like make a little. I don't know, maybe not even that, but maybe a little area here for people to just, but fortify. Sort
Sorry,
of
can you
just.
can you ping that again?
Oh, I'm drawing on the map. By the town hall, make a little
Oh yeah.
encampment around that area. Maybe take over one of the big buildings around here to just a concentrated area where we can have lots of people all keeping an eye on each other, all guarding each other, um, and then yeah, we'll set up a bait. This is during the day. Oh, but the eagle as well. If the eagle hatches,
Hatches on the
um, I
13th, yeah.
I want to be there with it. We'll find time. I want to bring Theomore over, and I want to be there with Eric, and I want us all to be, you know, present while it's, flapping around. I butcher
Honestly,
chicken.
Mala's probably gonna be the one to tell you guys that it's gonna hatch today.
Okay.
She can feel it, you know. Martha's telling her that birth is about to happen, today, and she'll let you know.
you
And
mean
yeah,
Mata?
Mala, sorry. Um, and yeah, this little guy hatches. You see the really ugly. I'm pretty sure it looks like a little wet. You know, these things aren't like the moment when birds hatch, they're not cute. But you see this little little bird, probably the size of because the egg's pretty big, about the size of like a squirrel or something, or so.
Yeah, I think we start feeding it some of the chicken that I butchered.
Yeah. Um, Eric tells you that this is a bad idea. Uh, it needs to like actually Eric doesn't know anything about animals. He doesn't have animal handling or anything. Uh,
He's a ranger.
yeah, but it's more like he has an innate understanding of it. It's not like he doesn't have like a proficiency or anything. He doesn't like hatch these things like wait. Animals just like him. That's all it
Okay.
means. You this baby like it bites at it, but it can't eat this food.
Okay. Well, I just want to be there, have it imprint on us, and you know, scratch its little head,
Okay,
pat its little head.
sure.
Yeah. And then we go start getting everybody. Oh, also, two other people have died, and Eric didn't get a chance to actually follow their trails.
No, he
Uh,
did, and
okay.
one he got, and then they died in an alley, and the other one he couldn't find.
And there's no trails for him. Okay. So I float the idea to Eric about uh, maybe using him as bait and see how he feels about it.
My friend, when we did that mission, I gave you a favor. I know I haven't asked for my favor to be repaid, but I do not give out multiple favors that are this extreme.
Well, I just figured that perhaps you might want to put in not a favor for me or for Theomore, but a favor for your people.
Yeah.
However, if you do not, I understand.
I understand. I am obligated to stay here and help you catch whoever this is. I don't mind that. Putting my life on the line, though, is a different ask.
Very well. I will ask for volunteers then amongst the population of the amongst the others.
Is anyone willing to die? That's the question.
I go and I once I have them all gathered, once we have our little compound put together where everybody's sort of collected, maybe incorporating some of these buildings here in the back behind the town hall. I'll go to them, and I'm sure that by now they're whipped up, they're angry, they're scared, they're used to listening to me giving these speeches, and I will say to them, we need your assistance. For anybody who is willing to put their life on the line for the protection of your family and your friends and your people, come in the next 30 minutes. Come to the town hall.
Yeah, on the 13th. So sorry, this would actually have to be, I believe, a day later, because this is already after the third. The third person will die during this day, like after the eagle hatches.
Okay.
And then you can do it in the evening, because like I said, they died during the day. So you can do it during the evening if you want. Is that what you want to do?
Not during the evening, because I think Theomore wants to go out and burn some shit over there.
Okay, so you can do this the 14th then, the next
Well,
day.
during the night.
Yeah, you wanted. Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm just saying, we're gonna have to do whatever Theomore does then before you do this.
Yes. Oh wait. Before he goes, we're gonna have to do
Like Theomore wants to cause some arson before you do this. Gather these people.
Wait. I don't. Wait. Do you want to do that?
No, not necessarily.
Well, you don't have to. You can just do it the next day. I'm just saying we can pass to the 14th. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if you want to gather people during the 13th after the third person has died, then I think you can probably talk to them, right?
Yeah, you can do that. You're just gonna have to start gathering them closer to like dusk, like when they start coming back.
Sure.
And you said you didn't want to do it in the evening, which is why you're gonna have to wait till the 14th. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean, I guess
you can do it during the evening if you want. Like I'm just
could. Would you want to do it more towards like the early morning, like what would be like 1 o'clock in the morning?
Either works. It doesn't really matter when.
Okay. So I guess we'll handle this towards the evening, so around 5 o'clock. I would want to start this baiting out this attack. So, does anybody show up?
yeah, nobody shows up.
What? Nobody shows up to risk their lives?
No. Why is this
not?
We succeeded on every check.
I am at a loss.
What do you mean every check? Wait, what are the checks? Those are the previous ones. Nobody wants to risk their life.
They are sheep. They are sheep. What do you mean they don't want to list? Their friends and neighbors and people that they love are dying, and they're not. They are sheep.
3
they
people
are
have
sheep.
died.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is literally we are their prophets. Come on now.
I hear you.
Eric's not willing. Who are these people? Okay. Well, if
hours.
we've gathered, I don't
Yeah.
think this is going to work at this point. I think we need more time to work up a volunteer to go out and be used as bait. Um, I guess more people will just have to die before these people are willing to risk their lives.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Uh, this is going to be an example that I'm going to use against them if they're going to say like, "Why didn't you protect us? Why didn't you risk your life?" I think
Why don't
your plan
you
is a
guys
good
risk
plan.
it? Or well, it's just, you know.
We have to have a Loth Yugo person because we're too well known. We're too visible. We're well known as people who are not.
Exactly.
Wait, wait. They're trying to get to us. They're trying to bother us. What if I act as bait? You follow along at night as a bat, and then if somebody attacks me, you can turn into a human, and then we can both fight them.
Okay, wait, that's actually really fucking smart.
Um. Okay. Do you want to do that
Do we
tonight,
wanna?
or do you want to burn their shit tomorrow, or tonight rather?
I mean, like burning their shit will take like 30 minutes tops, right?
Yeah.
Perhaps,
So
yeah.
we could do
I'll fly
both in
in.
one. Well, you can only transform out. There might only be enough time for you in bat transformation form to do one or the other.
That's fair. I think let's do the bait tonight, see if that works, and then if it doesn't, like I can try to follow you along as like a bat that isn't flying,
Mhm.
just like sitting down somewhere
Uh,
in a well-secured spot.
well, the idea would be for me to actually like move amongst the alleys,
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
to try and get more attention.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, then I'll follow you as a bat, and we
okay,
can
we're
both
good.
try to get a vibe for how long I can be in bat form before I
Oh
stop
yeah.
flying.
Okay. Then that's what we will do at. Oh, I give a speech at some point. Not intentionally to everybody. I don't want to try and get as much people as possible. I just want to try and get announce it publicly that I will be personally patrolling the streets at night to ensure the people's safety.
If you're doing that, when are you sleeping?
Mm.
During the day?
I'm gonna try and catch some sleep probably in the evening, and then just wake up. Try to have somebody wake me up at like
I'm
late
just
at
saying,
night
are
or
you guys
early in
like
the
sort of becoming nocturnal? Is that all I'm saying? Like, is that I'm totally fine with it. Like mechanically, it's all good. I just are you guys gonna be
I think
sleeping
we
in
can pull
during
an
the
all-nighter.
morning? I mean, your sleep schedule's kind of messed up already, so I mean, it's perfectly fine. I like you're not
Yeah.
gonna be tired these next few nights if you're up all night because your sleep schedule's messed up. I'm just wondering if you're on this nocturnal schedule, which is fine.
Yeah. What you could say as well in your speech is saying that like, oh, both me and Theomore will be out patrolling. I'll be patrolling today. Theomore will be patrolling tomorrow.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a great idea. Um, that's what I'll say. Make it seem as if it's just going to be one person out on his lonesome. When it comes to being nocturnal, I think we're for the past 2 days our sleep schedule is chaotic. So for right now, we're going to be up at night, and
Yeah.
we'll find the time to sleep.
Okay. Um. Sweet. Um. Okay. So for this night. Okay. Sorry. Just doing a few things. Just getting ready just in case anything does happen. Sorry, sometimes you forget to make character sheets. But okay, we're good
Was there any extra spare splint mail happen to be lying around from the Sylvan people?
now. No, they all got taken, or they all
Okay.
left. Either one. They all
Okay.
got taken, or they left with all their gear, like all their stuff, except like the really like not important stuff, like meal kits and whatever, pots and pans. Um. Okay, so you guys, yeah, you guys. Sorry, what's the plan again? You're out tonight. You guys are like, just run me through the plan one more time.
Yeah, so what I want to do is essentially, while people are sort of gathered here, all protected, all watching each other, having lots of lookouts, I want to be patrolling this area. I'll have a torch and a shield.
Sorry, wait, can you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just in this area, walking around this building, through the square, through these buildings, just
Do
keeping an
you?
eye out for anything.
Yeah. The last death on the 13th was during the day, so you can be walking around at night for sure. But yeah, I mean, this night you don't find anything.
And then
Yeah.
I think Theomore will be following around in bat form.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. And since we're not sure how long I can fly for,
Yeah, that's true.
but we know that if I take bat form but don't fly around, it seems like I can fly after that.
You can fly. Are you saying that starting flying starts the clock on the cloak?
It's the vibe I got because the night before I would have sat as a bat for a while, nothing happened, then it would have flown off,
Yeah,
is what it
let me double check that.
sounded like I was allowed to do. So
I
it might be I have like a certain amount of flying
yeah, you
time.
were able to stay in bat form for as long as you wanted,
Huh. Okay.
but just you couldn't fly for that long.
Yeah, I
Um,
wonder if it's like a certain amount of time a day or just at a time, or we'll figure that out today. I'm following in bat form. I'm flying for as long as I can, but not super high.
we'll set up a code as well. If you see somebody before I see them, approach me. If you could land on me and then take off again, so I'm prepared for them.
Yeah. Or I can like fly in and
Or
like in front of your
circle my
face and
head.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are walking around at night, but it's dead quiet. There's nobody. Nobody's out of their building. Nobody's walking around. Not a soul. But this is
The
what you
second
wanted.
we
You want this. Like you don't want anyone walking around because then that's when they can be attacked. So nobody's at night. Nobody's leaving their place. So you don't see anyone walking around.
yeah, and there's no one living alone, right? I think we would
I think not
very
anymore.
much
There's nobody living
Good.
alone. Nobody,
Good.
not anymore. Some people have started to move in together, which
Good.
they're okay with.
Communal living.
Yep, communal living. Woo.
Woo.
Yeah, I mean the night passes, and yeah, you guys eventually go back to bed, or go back to your station. You guys can get your Z's. And it'll be the 15th, I guess.
No, it'll be the 14th.
Oh, okay, you did that on the 13th. Yeah.
Right. And
Flying.
with my flying, how does it work? Would I fly for like part of it and then I stop being able to fly?
So did you fly until you couldn't fly?
No, I would have flown, like landed, gotten a lookout, flown a little bit again.
You fly. How long are you flying for? Like, are you just going out and?
I don't think I'm keeping track, but like maybe Flying
I'm just like
around
in
for
terms of scale. I don't need the exact, like, are you going up for like a minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour? Like what?
like 10 to 15 minutes at a time. I'm like flying around.
Mhm. Yeah, you fly around, and then you come back down, and then after you land, you can't fly again.
I can't fly again?
Yeah, no.
Ooh. So it's a set duration. So I fly up, I land, I can't fly. Can I fly again like later? Like if I wait an hour?
Yeah, you can wait an hour and then you can like fly again. Yeah.
Oh,
But then the moment you
in
land, you you notice you can't fly.
shit. Okay. Interesting. So there's like a cooldown on it.
Yeah.
And it isn't once per day, which is good. Okay.
Also, this whole time you're at, it's a during the night. But yeah,
Yeah, of
there's
course, of
still that
course.
night component. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. That makes the potential assassination better. I don't know what the cooldown is though,
Well,
but
we're on the 14th. You guys go back home after like the night. Yeah, you don't really see anybody. You guys like sleep in. I mean, you have to sleep at some point.
yeah, of course.
And at some point on the next day, somebody's gonna turn up dead.
Where were they this time?
Um. Hmm. Oh my gosh. What?
Fuck, if we had like a speak with dead spell, or if we'd had like a oh god, what's that spell called when you can see someone's last moments before death?
Oh. Yeah, that is it's a divination spell, isn't it? It's not augury, is it?
Yeah, it's
No, that's not
oh,
augury. It's
death pool. No,
no wait, isn't it a wizard spell?
is it? I'm
Yeah, isn't
fucking
it
learning.
like Oh wait, no, maybe. Oh, I don't know. It's yeah, I definitely know the spell that you're talking about though.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, as people continue to turn up dead, I'm going to start
this
learning
time you see sorry, there's a dead body in the river.
stab wounds.
Same stab and slit.
Okay, I want to talk to this person's buddy. I want to talk to their buddy group.
Oh,
Because everybody's been assigned
which
buddies.
person's buddy?
The river person's buddy. I want to know where their buddies are.
This person. I mean, yeah, I don't know how you'd. Nobody
I'd ask.
announces themselves as the buddy.
I'd ask around. Yeah, I'd ask around. I'd figure it out. Uh,
Um, yeah,
these guys needed a held to account.
yeah, you can sure. You can find somebody. Somebody will say, "Oh, that person was their buddy." It
There should be
was
3 buddies.
it was so this time the person who died was a kid. It was a younger girl, a child, probably um like an older child, like 8 years old, 10 years old, or something like that. And her buddy was her mom.
Oh, great. Uh, terrible parent. Okay. Um,
Literally.
I will. Okay. Is there? They should have 2 other buddies. Who are the other buddies? I don't want to
Oh,
talk
are
to
they
the.
supposed to be 4 buddies?
There's supposed to be 4 buddies for each. Everybody should have four people watching
Okay,
them at all
well,
times.
they only had 2, so
Okay.
miscommunication.
All right. Well, I will reiterate to these fucking sheep
I'll write down
that they were
4
being
buddies.
hunted, and everybody needs 4 buddies at all times, watching each other, regardless of the situation. Okay. I will try to talk to the mom in a gentle, consoling manner, hiding all of my frustration with the situation. And I'll try to ask her, where were you? What happened?
She's just
Why? How did she get
she's
away?
a little bit hysterical, and she was just like, we were just like cleaning clothes together and just doing the laundry down by the river, and she basically tells the story of how she like while she was cleaning like the clothes, like the daughter just basically like went under like the bridge, and then and then she just didn't come back, and when she called for her, she didn't the daughter didn't come, and then she walked over, and then the daughter was just dead.
Okay, was that this morning?
uh yeah, it would have been in the morning, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go. I want to bring Eric to underneath the bridge.
Yeah, he'll come. Yeah, what way? I mean, any trace would have. Oh, I mean, I guess if you're looking for footsteps, that's true.
Yep. There's gonna be mud, sand, some shit underneath that around, or all along.
True.
And with
Yeah.
a super skilled ranger like Eric, a level 3 ranger.
You're gonna
Oh
need
my-
like some well, maybe it
a
depends. You know what? Okay.
relatively.
I need you. Yeah, give me a tracking proficiency.
Fresh
Um,
tracks in mod.
How do I roll it? Was it
It's
plus what?
just-
It's a D20 plus 14.
Where is this person's?
Come on.
Dude, he can't find it. I mean, there's no tracks along the riverbank, so there's a chance that the person who did this was. Here's some maybe information. Even
In
with
the
a
water.
failed check, this person was clearly like in the water when the girl was killed, right? There's no tracks along the bank, so there's a chance that this person walked like through the river the whole way. I mean, along the shallow part, but they were in the river the whole time, not showing any tracks, can't find anything. But if this person was walking through the river the whole time because you can't find any tracks, then that might mean that like they were out in broad daylight, right? Doesn't it? It's not making sense. You can't find any tracks.
Ooh.
Unless he just couldn't find the tracks. I mean, that's the other thing. See if you want to metagame that. If you want, you don't have to.
I think Theomore is going to
This is
want
what
to
he
start
says,
learning
though.
a
This is
spell.
what he says. He can't find anything, but it must mean that they were in the water the whole time.
Theomore is going to want to start learning a spell
Learning
from this day.
during the
And
day.
then, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What spell do you want to learn?
ES-fucking-P.
ESP? Can you even learn that?
Divination. And it's in the legal spell list.
Oh, like, do you have it in your book?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. You can learn ESP. Yeah, give me a roll. What level spell is it? Level 1?
2.
2? So it's gonna take 2d2 days.
Yeah.
It's been a while since
And
I've watched Georg. Isn't that an AoE mind reading spell?
Yep. I can pick up surface thoughts of everyone around me for a set amount of time. And if I want to probe deeper, I can. But they'll get a saving throw if I want to try to probe deeper. So Theomore is gonna start walking town looking
That
for
assumes
people.
you have to like be looking at them, right? Like you like if somebody was behind a wall, you can't just like get it from them, right?
Yeah, of course. I have to be aware of their presence. It's not like I hear thoughts. It's a little more
Yeah,
complicated
it's
than
not
that.
like a detect spell. Like it's not like a detect people around me and okay. So you have to actually be like looking at them and okay. Yeah, I mean you can
Yeah.
learn it, but it's gonna take like I said 4 days. So We can pass some time.
Absolutely.
Wait. During the night, do you want to burn their
Yeah.
shit? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so we can
It's
go to
during the
the
night we're doing.
14th night.
Now you know that if you get in there and get stuck, I can't get you out, right?
Yeah, of course. I have couple of spells that'll help me.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I have a lot of HP. I have
Okay, yeah. What do you
I
have on
have
your character sheet? Because, like, this might be important. Just like, what are you bringing with you over here? Like,
absolutely.
what can
I
you
have my
carry,
spells,
right?
right?
Like, the more stuff you're carrying, the louder you're gonna be, right? Let's remember that. Like,
I'm not carrying much stuff. I'm carrying what oil we might have, which is maybe a flask or two. I'm carrying my uniform. I don't have my spell book. I don't have any rations or water. I don't have any bedroll. I have a tinder. I don't have a tinder box. I don't have a lantern. Um, I've got some oil. I've got my rapier, and I've got the clothes on me.
do you have the little
Oh, and the potion.
Yeah.
Yes, in case shit happens, potion. Memorized. I have, and I'll
Although
write
you don't know
this
what the potion
down.
does, right?
I don't know what the potion does now.
Okay.
I don't have a read magic. I do have. I don't have a detect magic. Um,
Okay.
I have. Let's see here. Do have 2 magic missiles. I do have 1 shield. So I'll just write 2 magic missiles, 1 shield. Um,
I whisper. Okay. I whispered to Lily at some point to give Theomore his blessed leather strips back, too.
She says that she
no.
wins then.
Yeah, you win.
Okay.
I admit it.
She'll be happy and she'll actually, yeah, Theomore realizes he has no more leather strips when he goes to look for it. and then
I guess
and then
I
you
wouldn't
bring
look for them
you only have like the
yet,
one on
but
yourself, and then she
true.
and then yeah, so and then at some point you get it back to you after Halifax
One
brings
sec.
it up. Although Halifax, are you gonna
Yeah.
give yours back?
I only have one. I mean, how
Oh,
many does he
okay. Yeah, no, I mean
really
he
need?
doesn't need that many. I'm just saying, Okay.
Yeah. And in addition to the other magic spells I have. So yeah,
Okay.
I take that
3
form.
levitates. Okay.
That's the only spell I have right now in that level.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. I'm flying over there.
Okay. Yeah, let's bring you to okay, I'm not gonna bring the man. Okay, I guess I'll bring everyone over.
I know it'll be dark, but if there are people there, there's got to be some
Oh,
light
wait, here's the
somewhere.
thing. So okay, daylight mode's not gonna be on. So tell me, can you see? Just want to make sure that I don't mess anything up when I do this. Okay, I'm gonna put your characters down right now. You are Theomore, and you are okay. Luckily, I didn't bring you guys over yet. You are Theomore,
Mhm.
and you are Halifax. I'll bring Halifax over, just so you can see.
Yeah. Of course.
And we'll go to. There's technically 2 floors here.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess I'll take you to the 2nd floor because it's gonna be easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
That or you can take me to one of the towers.
I don't have like a roof floor that like, but you're not gonna be. I probably should have made a roof floor honestly. Hold on.
Ooh, also relevant question. Do I make any noise when I transform?
No. Not when you transform. But you
Nice.
make, like, probably a little bit of noise, like, when you're flying, right? Not much. Bats?
That
Do bats make noise? Yeah, they
Have
make
you ever
some
had
only when
noise.
they make like depending on the size of the bat, but like I can sit on my back porch and there will be bats that come swoop through and they're just silent. They're small bats, but they just are
Yeah.
super quiet.
All
Okay.
bats I've ever seen are silenced.
Um.
So
Oh, it's also like, since it's the 14th. It's a new moon, so
yep.
I actually don't know if you can see anything.
If there are other people there, they gotta have some sort of light.
Yeah, I mean there's no light.
Okay.
Like there you got like
But
a little bit of starlight, which helps you even see that there's a building here, but like you can't
perfect.
see anything. So I actually don't know how you're gonna deal with this.
I mean, I can find the tower, right? And I can hear if there are some people on guard, like if they're
You
talking.
can get to the corner. Yeah. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you 1 foot of dark vision.
Beautiful. I'm not on the map yet, just so you know.
Are you not?
Now I am. Now I am.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 1 foot of dark vision. Also, change your health to whatever it should be.
Where am I? Oh, there I am.
Also, I don't know if you can be doing this and learning ESP
Um,
because it takes like a whole
why
day
not?
to do it, and your sleep schedule is messed up. I know you're doing this at night, but this is part of your waking hours. So
Oh, well, yes, sure, but it takes the whole. Yeah, this is
you need
like
like 4 days of
I'm gone for an hour.
unconcentrated, like, well, up to 4 days. Um, just letting you know.
It's not the same as making a potion, though, in that I'm not allowed to like break from this at all. It's like a day of studying, right?
Um, we can get back to that.
Sure, sure.
Okay, well, I am gonna have you guys can see, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'll just drag you over to here. I guess like I can move you a little bit, but you get to like this
Yeah.
wall,
Mhm.
and yeah, you don't see
Fly out.
anyone. There's no one chatting. There's no light. Um, and I don't actually think you can hear anything. No, you can't hear anything.
Interesting.
I mean,
Um,
sometimes no information is information, so they're not on
yeah,
guard.
interesting. And it's the same for the other towers?
Yeah.
No one on guard.
Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting. Um, I wanna swoop down to the courtyard.
Yeah, you can make
Still,
your way over. Here, I'll just bring you guys. Oh, my bad. Um, nope, not that way.
no,
Because you can't see. You can
sure,
fly
sure, sure.
above,
But
and
even when it's really dark out, like, is it ever really that crazy dark that you can't see anything at all?
well,
Because
you
there's
have to
always some
consider
starlight,
there's no light pollution.
I guess.
There's no light pollution, and the starlight's not even going to be that much. Like there's a big disadvantage to doing this all at night with no like, we're not trying to break the light rules here, right? You know, you're doing this without
Sure.
light. We have to appreciate that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
you can, yeah, you can. How much? Yeah, I don't know. You kind of just see like a pit of darkness, sort of. I mean, you can sort of, I guess, get lower and lower. Where are you trying
Also,
to go? Without like going on the map, where are you trying to like? What are you?
If I don't hear anyone of me doing like a quick tour around the place, I want to go up to the first tower where the people were chatting
Okay,
2 nights ago,
take you back. Yeah.
and I want to land.
Yeah. So I actually don't have like a top floor for the
That's fine.
tower. Um, but yeah, we can put you in this tower thing like right here.
Once I've landed, I
You're in the
take a
walls
minute
currently.
to
That's not a room. So.
sure. Yeah, I don't need to see anything for this. I don't think not yet. Um, I want to take a minute to just look around and listen to see if I hear anything. Just like someone taking a breath.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
I turn human.
Okay.
Now I'm in this little guard outpost, right?
Yeah, and it's it's so in this little guard outpost you have your little like slits. So it's not
Sure.
like an open outpost. Uh or actually there would be like a little block that's like above chest height where you can like look over, like look through. Um
Sure.
but and then like on around your knees there are going to be or like yeah close to your knees there's going to be like little slits so that you can like fire through, perhaps like you can fire downwards.
Yeah.
um
So arrow slits are there. Interesting.
yeah, you have some like very basic fortifications, but otherwise it's just like I mean you can't see, it's so dark, like in here you are not getting any even starlight, so you essentially have zero vision.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I would feel around a little bit in here, see if I can find anything.
um yeah, so here, how about this? I'm actually gonna take your vision away.
Sure.
Save. And then I'm gonna put you in this room, and then you can try to move around and see how far you can get. Can you move?
I'm not sure I follow.
You
Like,
like if you want, you can just move your little token around and see how far you can get. Because like the walls should be blocking you.
I see, I see.
That's
Um,
all I'm trying to say.
I mean, if I can't see anything myself, then there's no point to me walking around with my token, right? But I try to feel around the place
Yeah, you
to
get
see
about
if I can.
like to your left, you're getting this room seems to be kind of big. You put your hands along the wall. Like I imagine you put your hands along the wall and do like a sweep of like the whole side. Is that what you're doing? Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is a like 15 by 35-foot room. Really?
35 is the complete
And then another
surround
15.
of it.
No, like to do a whole lap is wait, no, this is not right. No, wait, yeah, this is right. This
Let's
is right. I mean,
say
you can do. Yeah, it's like a 15 by. To do a whole lap around, it's close to 70 feet of movement. To like, yeah.
interesting. And it's not circular, or is it?
Mm, I mean, it's drawn as a square, but it's probably closer to circular.
Sure. If by feeling if I can find like a table or like a weapons rack or something like that.
Uh, no, you can't. It seems to be a pretty empty room, but it's a big room, so you can't see anything.
Big empty room. Well, that's a disappointment. If I can't see anything, I can't really do anything about it. Um, And there's no point in setting a fire, and it's all stone, right?
All stone, yeah. Including,
Yeah, I mean,
even though the floor is also stone, even if you see that there's like wood, it's a stone floor.
sure.
I just use
I
wood to mark that it's floor versus wall. So
That's fair.
also I can
I
bring you
I cast detect magic because I had one prepared.
what yeah, I mean you're in a room full of stone, so
Yeah,
yeah, you cast it, no magic.
of course.
The
Um,
only thing that's magical is you, of course. Also, yeah, you're in human form, correct? Yeah.
yes. There was a way I came in, right?
Yeah. You
And
came
that
in through
was a
there's an opening. Uh there's probably like about a 2 foot like a 2 by 2 opening to like look out of from like the tower. That's
mm,
above chest height. But that's it. So it's like the
I
rest of it's just like a room with like the slits. And there are slits that you can sort of like maybe feel here and there that like look back into the courtyard.
yeah. I guess I wait for a bit and then I fly back.
Okay. You fly back?
Unless you have a better idea, Tyler.
So,
Well,
um,
he couldn't give you an idea until you came back, so you can come back. And then Tyler can give you your idea. So you fly
okay.
back I don't know, wherever, like across the river.
How are you flying back? Are you using levitate or?
I'm waiting as a bat, and
Oh, you're
then
waiting until your bat stuff transfer. Gotcha.
do I get a sense of like, is it the same amount of time every time? Like, do I always have to wait like an hour or half an hour or something like that before I can fly again?
You're not sure,
Interesting.
but you do have to wait some time.
I do have to
I
wait
mean,
some
you were
time. All
probably
right,
also spending like 10 minutes in this room, like
of
just
course.
investigating, like or
Yeah.
like with the walls and stuff.
Mhm.
Now I said you just went along the walls. Like I'm assuming you didn't really go into the center of the room, or I don't know if you did, but okay.
I mean, I would have taken some time to like try to see if I can find anything that isn't just a wall. Like, I can find a table, that'd be nice.
Yeah, so like are you going to the center of the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're moving pretty carefully. Um, you're gonna feel like there's a staircase that goes down.
Mm, interesting. Um, and I don't hear anything, any noise coming from anywhere, right?
No, no noise. On the outside, like these walls are thick, by the way.
How quietly do I feel like I'm moving? Like, am I making noises as I'm moving?
I mean, everyone always feels like they're quiet when they're moving. You're pretty quiet though. You're not like you're not jingling or anything. I mean, if
Sure.
somebody was beside you, they could definitely hear you. But like, or if somebody was in the room, they could hear you.
Yeah. I guess if I'm not seeing anything, then there's no point. I wait for a bit and then I fly out
Okay.
when I can.
Yep. You
I
wait
don't think I can do
probably
anything
like
right now,
another.
not with this lighting condition.
You wait some long period of time and you fly back. You meet back with Halifax. You can
No
bring
luck.
torches next time.
Okay. The next idea that I had, I think we'd go to Mala and Yela, and
Mm-hmm.
we'd ask them if they
They're
could cast
sleeping,
light.
but yeah.
We'd wake them up.
Mala wakes up and she says that, yeah, she can. Uh, I can cast it in the morning.
Can you cast it on an object that will last for a little bit?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I mean, she doesn't actually know. She's kind of just given the powers. She has no idea. I can try. I can pray.
She
I can
knows.
pray for long-lasting light.
Okay. I'll ask you, Themor. Okay. Would you prefer to just take torches with you, or would you rather? Now, the idea that I have would be, so you're not a beacon flying over there in the night, while you have the lightstone. Well, I guess you could just put it in your pocket and then transform into a bat, and then just have it when you transport, or transform back into a human.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm,
would you rather have
well,
torches or like a lightstone?
I'd good question. I would need a lot of light. I would only need tiny sliver of it. Let's say I land in the courtyard. I don't know how long it takes for me to get my flight back, right? So what if I theoretically bring a torch? I fly into the courtyard, I land there, I wait for like a long ass time. Then I transform into a human, light the torch, and then like try to fly away.
Um, what
Or a
would you?
lantern.
Are you? Why are you wanting to light the torch for, or what do you
So
want
I
to do?
wait, I
Oh, so
mean
you can see
probably
So
around the
yeah, so he
castle.
he has vision of the place. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that could work. It would just, I think it might raise alarms to have a torch lit all of a sudden, in the courtyard. Um,
wouldn't it be the same thing with a light spell?
um, yeah, it would. Uh,
That being said,
Also, light spells are
I
not
don't know this
directional.
ability.
Like as soon as they're open, they show the whole area,
Oh,
so you can't
yeah.
just like
yeah,
flashlight it.
yeah.
Um, we don't have any way of granting you dark vision, right?
I think that's
I
a
am
much higher
looking
level
through the.
spell.
Yeah, it's like infravision or something, I think is the next.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the third
Also,
level spell.
Yeah.
I can send Lily with you if she's willing to go. Does Lily have dark vision?
Dude, you have her spell sheet. I don't think she has dark vision. But
Okay.
sh
Um,
in uh actually, does she have dark vision? Let's
it's not on her sheet.
yeah, let me just check my.
Yeah. Best idea I would have right now is that I get 1,000 gold and I cast Find Familiar and hope I get a familiar that conveys superior vision to me.
Oh, I
Okay.
mean, you have Leo's black cat.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
You can
it's not like
kidnap
you
his
have it.
cat.
It's just, there's always a diplomacy angle to be had, perhaps. I'm not saying that this will actually work in any shape or form. I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'm pretty
that's his
sure that
bonded companion. He can't bind it to me
Oh,
I'm
no,
pretty
no,
because
sure that
that's.
he.
Leo is in league with the black. We found that out
You
with
don't trust him.
what's his face, right? With Mori, that he said that Leo is a black bronzer.
Yeah,
Is that what he said?
I feel
he
like
might as
I
well be.
saw that.
Okay.
They were all gonna hang.
uh, man, sometimes my guys don't do anything wrong. And what are like pixies called? Are they
My
called
guys.
pixies in the monster manual? What are they called
Yeah,
again?
they are.
You're no, they're not. They're
Pixie or
called something.
fairy, one of the two.
I feel like I'm looking under F and I don't see them. Fair fish, frog, fungus is the only F's.
Um,
But can't she cast like dancing light or something?
She can cast dancing light. She can cast Dancing Light, Locate Object, Expeditious Retreat, Detect Good and Evil within 50 yards, Invisibility on Self at Will, Suggestion, Telepathic Suggestion, once per day.
Oh, they're under Sprite. There you go. I don't think she does have night vision.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just keep reading in case I find something.
Lily, would you be willing to accompany Theomore and help him sabotage the evil people across the water?
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Lily. You're always so happy.
Let me pull up. Yeah, as long as you're not volunteering her to kill herself. I think people are happy to be volunteers. No, not really.
Except,
She can just stay invisible the entire time.
Yeah, she can. Yeah, she'll transform. She'll cast.
If-
She'll cast on herself.
What if we burn their food, their food stores? Do you think that would be? They have a hard
Now
time
we're
getting,
talking.
because she has locate object. What if she locates, I don't know, the nearest barrel of grain?
Grain storage. Yeah.
But it says it
Oh,
expends a
I
lot of
like
energy.
it.
I'm not sure what that means. Expends a lot of energy. I asked Lily, if you locate, you said that you can locate objects at will, but it costs you a lot. What do you mean? What would happen?
Well, we're just. I just get really tired and sleepy after.
Okay, would you be able to fly away?
Probably not.
I'll protect you.
So. Yeah, you need an accurate mental image for locate object.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not like it's not a spell of like know something
Find this
and then
general thing.
yeah. I think something like that is more like it's like a higher level spell, like something like I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Just
Yeah,
generally
fair.
be a high. This is like something very specific that somebody can.
Okay. What if you guys find a guard, and then she suggests to the guard telepathically that he go check for rats in the granary?
Well, there were no guards last time, but yeah.
Yeah, but if we
Yeah.
find a guard, we could, and you just have to follow him down to the granary, or see which door he goes into and guess from there. But I
True.
think since locate object won't work, the best course of action would just be able to get some light so we can find a place that will catch fire. Is that what our goal is, to set their place on fire?
Yeah, burn something or kill someone. Either or.
Fairy fire, it takes the shape of moving lights in the shape of like a person. Does that mean that it can walk? Can it like move?
I think what it does is it like sticks to an already existing person
Or object
or object.
with a pale glowing light. And it's a 40-foot radius. No, wait. How?
It's anything that you want to affect within the area of.
Oh, also, big note or small note. So I know in the notes it says she cast at an 8-level wizard. She actually cast at a 7-level wizard. So if you can make that small correction. And it says level 8 in the monsters manual, but I'm making a DM correction to level 7. So just want to highlight that just in case. It cannot highlight non-corporeal. So, what's the plan?
This is still the same night. Yeah.
Same night, yep.
I
Or
came back.
middle of the night right now.
Maybe bringing a lantern or something is like might as well, right?
Easiest, probably. Yeah, just put it in your bag. What type of lantern do we have? Do we have like a directionally like focused lantern?
Oh, do we have a bullseye lantern?
I
Because
don't think
I
so.
know we scrounged up a few. I know we have 4 lanterns.
I think you just have 4 regular lanterns.
Okay, and that sheds
Hmm.
light in all directions.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you bring a lantern. You just stick to the plan. Look for something that's easily flammable, and then just get out. Probably kill somebody.
Or you know what I could do? I place the lantern, I light it, just go into bat form and hide somewhere. Wait till someone shows up,
Mm-hmm.
and I kill them.
Lure somebody. Mm-hmm.
If no one comes, it'll serve as a message.
Um.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what we do. I take a lantern,
All right.
I turn into a bat, I fly
Oh, wait,
whenever
wait,
I
wait.
can again. Oh,
Before you leave, hang on. If you take
it's
Lily
fine.
with
Yeah.
you, she'll be able to. Since she's invisible and a fairy, she can go through the inside of the castle. Um,
Can she
but
see in the dark?
she doesn't have dark vision. Damn it.
No.
And damn, fuck, I thought she was a fairy, so she would have to. Maybe not then. Damn
No,
it.
she does her work during the day.
Mm.
Does she have a bag? Lily, do you have a bag you can put away a lightstone in?
Mm, no. I have a little jar.
Wait, we could just give you like, can a lightstone, Theomore? Can a
Or, well,
lightstone be
not little,
covered
but
up
a jar.
by like a rag?
Not a
I
rag,
don't
but
know.
something of thicker material, yeah.
Like, can it be something that Lily would be able to carry so she could like cover up and then uncover a light?
Let's remember that she's all like any. You would need to cast it on a pebble for her to carry it.
Yep,
But
just a pebble.
also, like the magic will like destroy the pebble like over a period of time because these magics, like the reason why you want them of high quality is so that they are resistant to like the magic and they last a long time. Like even in the continual light spell, it says that and this doesn't really affect a campaign or anything, but the continual light will eventually erode whatever it's on. And so if you use something of like very poor quality and that's very small, like a pebble, there might be a timer on it. That's less than what you expect.
Okay. I imagine that she doesn't need it for more than an hour to go through the castle and find some sensitive areas. Um, I don't know. Do you want to just worry about that later and then just you go over, see if you can kill somebody now?
That's probably the easiest, isn't it?
Okay. While he's doing that, I'm gonna be outside, walking around, not far away
Yeah.
from the town hall this time, just around the perimeter of where we have everybody gathered.
Yeah. Because if the plan or like the answer they give is to up their security next time, I'll just kill their security.
Hmm.
Now, what should be like a level 15 guard that comes to investigate this, and not the
I would never.
D6.
I would never do that. That's crazy. Um,
Yeah, no, of course you wouldn't.
I would no. Why? Why even? Why would you say these things? Okay. You can fly around this same
Yep.
night. And you can land on the other side. Just gonna zoom out so I can put you on the other side. And you can land in the ground on the inside over here.
I want to land in a tower.
Oh, in a tower? You can land on. Well, I'm just gonna take you. You can abstract it, but you can be on this tower. On top
Okay.
right, top right.
Top right. Good.
Again, you can't really see. Like it kind of is like pitch black down there. When you like, even when you look into the courtyard, again, we're a new moon. There's zero light. There's maybe some clouds in the sky. So.
Is this the 15th or the 14th?
14th at night, going into the 15th.
Okay, so this is the night after where he first went into the castle as a bat and landed.
Yeah, this
same
is the
night,
next.
same night.
This is the next night.
Next night. Okay.
Yes.
Did somebody die in that intervening day?
During the 14th, it was the daughter that died. You're on the
It was
night
the
of
daughter that. Okay, we're still in that night. Okay.
You're in that night. Yeah.
Okay.
So I go, I do the same thing again. I sit down for a while, I listen, I don't hear anything. So I'm going to turn. I've been sitting, I've been waiting, I've been listening. I'm turning into a human.
Okay.
I'm taking my lantern and my tinderbox.
Okay.
I'm lighting it.
Okay.
And I should have vision.
Yeah, so you're technically on a floor that I don't have created. That's my only issue.
Oh, I see. Well, I see a room, right?
You see a room.
Circular. Yeah. Is there anything in it?
Square-ish. There's just a staircase down.
Just a staircase down.
Yeah. Now, if you
Um,
go down, I can give you vision, but currently,
I would
Lily's with you.
look down.
Yeah, you look down. It's a spiraling staircase that leads, that goes, 20 feet down. It's a quite steep staircase as well. So this is like pretty hard to maneuver up and down. It seems like only one person can go up and down at a time.
Mhm.
Steep steps, awkward. Like if you're fighting downwards, you would have like, and you're right-handed, of course, fighting another person right-handed, you'd have a massive advantage in terms of like a fight because of like the positioning.
I would.
Not saying that there's like anyone here. I'm just saying like showing like the steepness of this, like the room. It's like also the staircase is pretty like tight, like I mentioned. So it's yeah.
Yeah. On the one hand, if I go down and I meet someone and I fight them, it'll seem like a robbery gone wrong. If I just leave the lantern upstairs, that's kind of terrifying.
As you light it, you see
So-
that there are there are slits that go into the courtyard.
Sure.
Like that.
Then
come from-
I light the lantern. I want to place it in the middle of the room.
Actually, sorry, no, lantern light doesn't go that far. Never mind, because you're like 60 feet up from ground. Never mind. I take that back.
Yeah. I'm still in the room where we started.
Top right, yeah.
Yeah, top right. I light the lantern. I put it in the middle of the room.
Here, wait. I'm gonna also, for a moment, I'm going to give. Can I also have Halifax see from your vision or no? That's fine. Okay,
Probably not.
Never mind.
I
Anyways.
can't really see anything, so.
Yeah. Are you gonna go down the stairs? Because then I can give you vision.
Should I? Tyler, help me out. Should I or should I not?
Oh, but you're keeping the lantern upstairs, so actually it wouldn't even matter if you went down.
Yeah, I think, you know what? For now, we're keeping the lantern upstairs. Unless Tyler really wants me to go down.
Hey, you know what? Nope, Tyler doesn't have an opinion. Although Lily's with you.
I was gonna say I could talk to him through Lily.
True. What does Lily say?
No. Wait. So you're asking Lily what she wants to do, or what? What are you asking?
She doesn't see in the dark, right?
Nope. And she's invisible.
Hmm. I'll just wait upstairs for a bit.
Okay. You're
In
waiting.
bat form, in some hidden corner, in the
When you're
shadows.
upstairs, this room is empty. Again, it's like a 15 by 15-foot room.
Not even an arrow or something? Like,
It
nothing.
looks pretty. Yeah, it's pretty empty. It looks like it got cleaned out. There's like dust in here. There's a lot of dust, and there's cobwebs, tons of cobwebs.
Oh.
This
Okay,
place
well
was
then I will go down the stairs.
this place was cleaned out a little while ago. Okay, you with the lantern?
Yep.
Okay, wait. Let me see what my lantern.
Watch me fucking die because of this. I won't, but still.
Um.
She can also cast Expeditious Retreat on you if you ask her to. So you could eat out of there
That's
if you need to.
good to know.
Dynamic lighting on. Perfect. Here, I'm gonna put this with you. Okay. You come down. So these stairs keep going downwards, if you'd like. But you reach the second floor, and you go down. You look around, and I mean, you see what you see.
Oh, I need to.
Also, I can throw Halifax in here with you as well.
Is it empty and cobwebby?
Yep. It's. Just bringing Halifax.
And it's wooden floors?
Halifax. These. So here, where you are is stone, but once you get to this walkway, it becomes, or like this direction, it becomes wood.
Interesting. I want to walk over there a little bit then.
Yeah. Can I give you control of this? Actually, I'll take control of it just so that we do this slowly.
Yeah, and this is a
hallway
boardwalk?
just keeps going down. Yeah.
Interesting.
It keeps going down.
Also,
let's
look
remember
like...
if this is like you've walked 30 feet already, like from here
I'm
to where you are
here.
is 40 feet.
I'm looking at this. Does it look like
The hallway
riddle and flammable?
The hallway just keeps going. Yeah, sort of. So to your left is the walls are going to be. Let me just look at the other map. I'm pretty sure they're going to be wood, but your floor is wood. So I imagine your wall to your left is going to be wood. Or like south. Your wall to your south is going to be wood.
Sure. All right. Well, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I took away most things, but I
Actually,
still
sorry,
have
I
tarp.
take it back. It's going to be floor is just going to be wood. That's it.
Just the floor.
Just the floor. Yeah.
Might not work super well, but it'll be fine. I'll take out my little bit of tarp that I have. I take out the little bit of oil I have.
Okay.
I try my best to like douse the things here in oil. I'll douse the tarp in oil as well.
This is after like waiting a while upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But waiting upstairs in silence and
Yeah.
quiet and dark. Then I'll cast a burning hands on it to ignite it.
Roll your check.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, watch me like pass out because of this or something.
Oh man.
5 seconds.
Yep. Goes off without a hitch.
Beautiful. And then I rush up the stairs.
With the lantern?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I place it up top.
Okay. And then you fly
in
out.
the middle of the room. I turn into a bat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fly away yet, but I turn into a bat.
Okay. Yeah, so this starts to go on fire. Let's see. How long are you gonna wait here?
I'm in bat form. It's not a big place, like 10 minutes maybe, tops.
10 minutes? Okay.
At
Well,
most.
this place starts to catch fire. The wood starts to burn, and as you're in the top floor, you notice that I'm just gonna throw you right here with the lantern.
Yeah,
The roof is gonna start catching fire of this area, of this place.
Hell yeah.
nice.
Um, this roof is made out of mostly hay, so it lights up in flames.
Fuck yes.
What I think is happening though
But this is
is
around
I
10
think they've
minutes.
left.
This is around 10 minutes.
I think they've immigrated into the town with the general populace.
So I'm just
Oh, you
actually
think so? Huh?
I'm gonna put you here just so you can see. Um,
Yeah.
but at some point you do hear somebody come out. But sorry. At 10 minutes, like, are you staying around for longer? Because somebody will come out, but it just depends on how long
Yeah.
they come in.
Yeah, I'll wait for a bit longer. If it actually starts to properly catch fire, I want to see if there's anyone here.
Yeah, so somebody comes out. Let me just copy paste the token. Let's grab this guy. Sure. This guy comes out. He's like right below. I don't know if you can see him or not, but yeah, you can barely see him.
There's a guy there.
There's a guy. He's like, oh my god, I have to warn the others. And then
King.
runs
Yeah.
out of vision.
All right. Ooh, do I follow him as a bat?
Again, you can't really follow him because it's pitch black. Let's not forget. Like, the fire is adding a bit of light, but it's not adding like that much fight. Like, because from where he might be like 100 feet away. Like, your light, the fire is not causing that much light. But
That's fair. That's fair. I'll wait.
okay.
I'll have a look out over the burning area, you know?
Yeah, you see he leaves and you wait and nobody's here. How long are you gonna wait? Lily has her
Give it
hands
another
close to
10
the
minutes.
fire.
Yeah,
10
my
minutes.
little
By
flappy
10 minutes,
wings.
nobody comes. Now
Interesting.
you can see a lot of this. A lot of this start to burn up. A lot of this is just hay. There's no and you see like the roof collapses, and when the roof collapses, this looks like an empty stable.
Okay.
An empty stable.
Yeah, and so there are more like bays of hay here, and that also starts to burn up as well.
Okay, wait. Maybe I'm misunderstanding where I was, but I was up in a tower, right?
Yep, you're up in the top right tower. Yep.
I walked down the staircase,
Yes.
and there was a boardwalk there.
Yes.
And the boardwalk, it was just the floor that was wood, and the top part was stone.
Yeah.
So somehow that connected to the... Like,
Yes,
I'm a
right
smart
over.
guy.
Right over, yeah.
Okay. So it looked like stone, but it caught on fire?
The wall's not catching on fire. Like, the wood where this would have collapsed, it would have fell down to the floor below, and then the floor below collapsed where there's all this hay, and then this whole thing started light on fire.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone there. I don't think there's anyone living here.
I mean, they've
Anymore.
had pretty much unfettered access to integrate into the population. Okay, we can talk about it when you're back, I guess.
Wow. Yeah, anything you want to investigate with this, because you wait for another like 10 minutes, nobody comes back out. So the guy came out after like 10-15 minutes ish, and then he's like, oh, I have to go tell like someone about this, and then he just didn't come back.
He ran away into the night with no light. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. He can't see anything.
That's true, but like, this is his home, so he probably has
No,
a
I know.
pretty good
I
understanding of the place.
know. Okay. At that point in 10 minutes, nothing happens. I'll start flying. I'll start like circling the place for a little bit.
Yeah, actually, with this light, it will have like, you will get a little bit more exposure to like the building, at least.
Yeah.
Not that you can see much more, but you can see that the building on the west side, like the big one that I described, is
Mhm.
kind of like a fortress. There's no windows or no slits.
On the west side.
Like,
So
you know how I made that
yeah.
picture? Yeah, that
I remember.
building, there's no windows whatsoever.
So they might all be staying in there and they just don't go out at night. That's interesting. Oh, I sent a message.
Yep, you burn this, and you can go back to.
I'm going back home.
You
Yeah.
can go back to Halifax. So, you can
Got a
tell him,
bad
and then we
feeling about
can
this,
wrap
Hal.
up. But
Oh yeah, shit, it's getting late.
you can yeah. What do you tell Halifax here?
Got a bad feeling about this. One
Bad
person
feeling
came
about what?
out. You saw
Yeah.
the light.
Well, yes. Good job. We finally are actually giving these people a response. Hopefully, we could do this every day. Just different spots in the fortress.
We could.
Um,
But it seems like the wooden areas aren't that common. The western side is a lot more fortress-like. They seem to be converted stable building, perhaps.
that should be, I mean, fine.
Of course. This was
It
just about
just
sending a message.
I don't know how many members this
Oh,
Black Bronze
actually,
family has.
one important thing with the reflection from like the fire, because it's relatively close. I'm just gonna bring you back both in this room. You see that this would have been like a main gate, but it looks like it's been collapsed. It's filled with
Mm,
boulders. It's like the gate's fully destroyed. There's, you know, we're looking at like, you know, a lot of stone, just a lot of stone, like too much for people to dig through. So I just wanted, you could see that
no,
with the reflection. That's all I wanted to
sure.
say. So this would have been the front door. But yeah. Anyways, you
All
can
right.
go back to what you're saying.
I don't think I was saying anything else. I think I have a suspicion, not entirely backed up by the facts we have, but what if many of the black bronzes integrated into the city with a new populace that came?
Yeah, I don't think they, especially since they've been drawing their members from the population, I don't think that they've ever had difficulty integrating themselves into this town.
Certainly
I
not.
think especially since Maury himself was one of them, and we didn't know for so long. Who knows how long he was passing off information to them, and what kind of information he passed off. Hell, for all we
Indeed.
know, he could have been the one that killed some of those people.
No doubt. He might still be alive.
He might still be alive.
Probably is.
Oh,
Well, remember he took he left you guys. Remember with the whole
He took
leprechaun
off.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
Maybe he was the leprechaun. I
Maybe
wouldn't put
he
it past
was
him.
the leprechaun. Yeah.
true.
Let's not rule anything out.
Now, we need. I can't believe we haven't done this yet. We need eyes constantly on that castle. Anyone leaves, they tell us. I find a single person that enters or exits that area, we kill them on sight.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
No
Uh,
innocent person deals in that castle. Deals with that
agreed.
castle.
Um. Okay. I think if we keep doing at least attempting to do a proportional responses,
Yeah.
um, we can eventually, you know, do quite a bit of damage to their home to the point where, you know, they said if we can't get to their food stores, then the only way that they can actually get food into their castle with any efficiency is by using that crane, and that crane is going to be made out of wood and rope and is most assuredly flammable. So maybe that should be our target next, is to get that crane and remove their ability to actually get food into their castle.
Yeah. Did we know for a fact that they have a crane?
It's probably not a crane, but more like a winch that you'd see at the top of a
Yeah.
barn, is what
Sure,
I'd
sure, sure.
guess. But it's definitely going to be made out of wood. So I'm sure we can get that set on fire. Uh,
Yeah.
w-
We'll have to station several people along the wall, constantly watching. We'll do nightly raids. We'll question. I want to learn ESP, and once we've done so, I want to start questioning the people who moved in.
Mm.
oh, Leo as well. We need to get a read on that guy.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if I can't remember because my notes
Well,
aren't specific.
ESP is only surface level thoughts, and like it would just be you would have to ask them directly to get them to even think of that
Yeah.
surface level thought. So, yeah, well, I mean,
Between my charisma and his ESP, we could get it done. I can get something out of
Oh
this
yeah.
bastard. I'm not sure if because I have him written down next to Layla, the necromancer.
Mhm.
So maybe he has a tie to. I can't remember uh, who has a tie
I
to.
can't remember either. It might just be that they were like close. That they were both like spellcasters, and that's the
People
reason for
will
something.
have, uh, you know, as you guys are sort of figuring out, there's connections, relationships between all these different people. But that doesn't mean they're like just because like it's not like a friend of a friend is a friend necessarily. So they can have connections with and those connections can have connections, but that doesn't mean they have connections, right?
Right.
So I mean, unless you want to do like a super guilt by association, you can totally do that if you want.
Yes.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
you know, that doesn't like mean that they're actually necessarily in league. So, you know, but, you know,
No, I
who knows?
think
Who knows?
both me and both Theo and Hal are pretty on the same page of like anyone who associates with the Black Bones family deserve the death penalty. Kinda.
After these recent events like Hal is really protective of his La Fugo sheep, so he is he's really angry right now. So yeah.
Yeah. Fillmore is just frustrated beyond belief. Not. This is very inconvenient. It's not really from like oh I feel bad for these people type thing, but it's like these fucking guys think that they can mess around with us. Second I get my hands on them, we'll kill them dead.
Don't you love Rhineland? Isn't it a great place?
I want to
It's gonna
raise the city to the ground.
we're gonna tame it. We're gonna tame it and make it our own
Yeah.
little thing.
I feel like the
No, no
census
obedience.
is not coming along very well.
Hey, that's what we have the ESP for. I will legit start doing the census when I finish the ESP.
Oh my god, that would be such an efficient census tool. You could just walk by people's houses, see how many family members that are on the minds of the people in the house. That's so
No, but
efficient.
you have to like ask them like their surface level thought is going to be whatever they're doing at that moment. It doesn't like
And I could probe deeper, but yeah, it's
yeah, sure.
we could easily talk to anyone and more or less figure out if they should be killed or not.
That's true. This is a good tool for using against people.
The trick is to not let people know that you're using ESP because then they'll start thinking of other things. But at least in the beginning,
So it
we can
only
get some
lasts
people with thought
one
crimes.
creature per probe and one round per level.
Yes, but the probe is the probing deeper part.
Yeah, the probe is the probing deeper, but it's only one round per
Sure.
level, so it's actually
Yeah.
not as
No.
like good for this kind of thing.
Yeah, and you're right about that. And I'll do like 2 a day or something.
Yeah. No, I mean it'll definitely help, but you just kind of have to get lucky on you know, who you're probing, who you're not probing. But yeah, you could create, you know. Anyways, okay.
Yeah.
I think we're good. That night we can end on the 14th at night, and we'll pick up in the next morning.
We start being more ruthless.
More ruthless.
Yeah.
Okay, so next,
I'll
yeah.
I was just gonna roll the 2d4 so I know.
I think actually I'm gonna roll it just because then,
Sure.
and it's 2d2, isn't it? It's just
What did I say?
2d4.
Oh yeah, 2d2.
I'll do two. I'll roll the 2d2 in secret, just so
Yeah,
that
I've done one.
you're not sure how long it's gonna take.
I'll do 1 day so far, and then if I think that my nightly raids are not gonna work together, because the next nightly raids will be a lot more efficient.
Yeah, they'll be more efficient.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the plan. So the plan for the next session is to. Oh, actually, big thing. So, a few things. Uh, I'm not here. I don't think for next one. I'll have to double check, but I don't think I'm here next Wednesday to drive my mom
Mhm.
to the airport, which is like 2 hours away.
Oh.
So,
Oh shit! Yeah, I see.
well, we have to go to a different city to do it because you know, it's don't want to buy a
Oh.
plane ticket there. It's, you know, rather just drive. Um, so in that case, either skip next week or is there? Can you guys do Tuesday or Thursday during the
I could
day?
do Tuesday.
I
Tuesday
can't
the
do
17th.
I can't do Tuesdays.
Can you do Thursday at the same time as the Wednesday?
I can do that, yeah.
I can do that. Yeah.
Okay, then we can do that. We can do next Thursday.
Ooh. Actually,
If not, it's fine. I'm just, you know.
let me get back to you on that just to be sure.
Yep.
Okay.
I think so, but
But yeah, I don't think I can. I'll double check about the Wednesday thing, because there's been a whole thing with all the airports and stuff, or not all the, but the company. All right, XP. I mean, it's mostly roleplay. I'll give you each, you know, like 200 XP. You guys can just. It's not a lot, but
should also mention that we did a successful raid against the Black Bronze family
that's true.
Did.
That's
state.
true. You know,
It's the biggest impact against them since we like this third episode that we did.
Yeah, since we met them, it was earlier than that. It was fucking episode 2
Yeah.
that they started fucking with
Where
us.
we killed like the 8 people, but we haven't even
that was
touched
like closer to like episode 6 or something, but yeah.
But we first ran into problems with them
Yeah,
episode
you first ran
2.
into problems episode 2. Yeah, the sure. I'll give you an extra like 300 for some retaliation.
Perfect. Love it.
But I think that's about it. Is there any spells you casted? Detect magic didn't do anything. I think that was it, right?
Setting fire spell, I guess.
Nah, that's part of the. Okay, I think that's you didn't kill anyone. I keep thinking it's like, okay, this is gonna be the one. They're gonna. I mean, at least you guys got onto the map. You know, I'm happy, but.
It's
We're
always so
rolling
tempting.
cautiously. It's permadeath. We don't do
Oh,
things.
this is actually another point. I'm gonna make it to the Monday group. But it's more obvious with you guys. So here's the thing. If one of you guys die, your characters, or players, but you know, um, if one of you guys die, uh, we are. It's probably gonna end the campaign.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Um, unless we can think of a really good character to like throw in, because like you're gonna be coming in as like almost maybe like a level lower, but you know, let's say you guys die both at like level 4 or something, like yeah, maybe I'll bring in a level 3 character, but then it's like who's that character gonna be, because they have to make sense, right? So it might
Yeah.
so that's one. But two, like, I don't want to do a Ship of Theseus sort of thing where it's like, you know, Theomore dies and then Halifax continues, but then, and let's say Halifax die, and then we have like 2 new characters who are like not really involved. So I was thinking we could continue, but like in the sense that if one of you dies, then the other, we might just change campaigns and the other person gets sent off somewhere else, and we just start a new campaign in a different area and call this place a failure technically.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Or the person who stays alive, we just say they retire their character, and if you want, we can start a whole new campaign in doing a whole different thing. So I just want to bring that up. For the other group, I'm gonna give actually slightly different rules for them, just because it's more players. So we might kick.
Well, they did have a PC die, right?
We
So
did, and I'm not gonna enforce it now. I'm gonna enforce it going forward. But for them, it's gonna be, you know, if your character dies, you're off the team basically. So making sure that players don't die. So, and you know, I'm not trying to kill you guys. I do give my I try to be very very helpful, or very like, you know, for any dice roll, I'm like, you know, give me a reason why this isn't a crit. I try to be nice to you, but in that same sense, you know, death is basically permadeath. So let's remember that.
Yeah, we'll be careful.
You'll be careful.
Are you saying this just because I'm starting to go on solo raids? Is that what you're telling us now?
No, I'm telling you this because of we had a character death on Monday. That's why.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to bring that up, that this is the expectation. Now you guys have been playing well. This is just so there's no surprises if somebody dies.
No,
here's
of course,
the direction that we're going.
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, great session. We'll see how much.
Yeah,
more.
I feel like not a lot happened and a lot happened at the same time.
Yeah, same. I felt like this was simultaneously not productive and productive as well. We got a lot.
There's a lot of friction, a lot of heat, and a lot of friction with this town that keeps fucking us, but it doesn't let us do our thing.
Yeah.
See, and I also wonder if the Black Bronzes will respect power to the level of like, they fuck with our shit. If we fuck with their shit back, will they back off, or will they hit back twice as hard? You know?
They're gonna escalate 100%.
If they surrender, what would you do? Would you kill them still?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
They don't have ESP. I have ESP.
Yeah, they don't know that. That's fine. It's fine. Awesome. Well, and just Sypha and the gang.
They're probably captives.
Yep. Or
this is also the second time they've gone missing.
Okay, but the other time they were just in the castle, and it was just
like fucking pussies. But yeah.
No.
Yep.
Like cowards.
Okay. Well, thanks for the session. I
Yeah,
will
likewise.
catch you guys next time. All right.
Absolutely. See
Yes,
you guys.
sir.
Bye bye.
Take care, everyone.